asexual.
Was meeting her
Nope.
sperm donor inside the restaurant. But, yep.
If she's trying to have a kid without having, if she's trying to produce offspring without doing the shenanigans, the chances are she's not into it. Just saying.
There I was outside the men's restroom waiting for a paper cup full of semen.
That just sounds bad. What the?
Fleminism in 2021, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it leads you.
All right.
You think it's going to lead you to having it all because I'm worth it, eh?
I'm still getting
It's-
things
The
set up.
problem is you
So
can't
give me a
have it
second.
all without making some sacrifices. I don't care what your gender is. That's just the truth.
Dad,
What's up, guys?
you're standing outside the restroom waiting for a paper cup full of DNA. I would do anything for a baby of my own, even pick up free sperm in a fast food chain.
This is the power of baby rabies. Ooh, these women go absolutely nuts when they are in a certain age bracket. And let me tell you, in my younger days, I had probably 10 women throw their vag at me with the intention of me throwing one by the goal.
Put a baby in me.
Yeah.
What's up, Knuckles?
It-
What's
it-
up, everybody?
and you're like, whoa.
No.
Hey, I didn't sign for that. I'm just here for a little in and out.
In-N-Out
And
burger.
maybe we'll get dinner once in a while. I really am not looking to be connected to you for 18 to 21 years.
That's not my idea of a good time.
No.
I wanted a baby since I was a little girl carrying.
Here we go. No, the chick writing this article, the chick.
Oh, I haven't had time to set up the camera yet. I literally worked and then
ever
ate
since she
and
was a
then
little
started
girl,
streaming.
carrying a baby doll everywhere, sure that everyone believed she was real, and knowing that someday she would be, until one day she found herself at 34 years old, single, lesbian, and feeling desperate. Well, that's just how it is. I don't care if you're a lesbian or if you're straight. Sometimes dating just sucks, and yeah.
Being a baby doll everywhere, sure that everyone believed.
Telling me that, yeah, society conditions boys and girls into their gender-placed roles.
I can't, Bramble.
This is why you see dudes who are playing with G.I. Joe dolls, carrying little plastic M16s, and girls are playing with plastic baby dolls. Think about that.
What's up, user? 5 out of 10. I don't even have.
There's just a whole
water.
argument to that we're not even going to get into right now, but...
She was real and
Going
knowing
good.
that someday
Tired,
she would be.
but it's
Until
good.
one day I found myself
Usually now I'm taking
34
a
years
nap
old,
before
single,
stream.
lesbian, feeling desperate.
Thank you for coming on such short notice. Miss Grace is your...
Shocker! You want to smell it?
I did not, or did I not
That's a stereotype
call it?
for a lot of lesbians who are
What do you
looking to
think,
have
Crypto?
kids.
I was
Take a
going to
guess.
ask you what you would bet her age would be. 34 is what I would have picked.
I put her at 40.
What's up,
She
Jonathan?
looks like instead of getting inseminated off
What's up,
Route
Icy Bird?
57, she might just.
And they show us a picture of the chick, and she's not bad looking for a chick her age. I mean, I've seen chicks that were uglier.
be 57 years old. But this might be her recounting an older experience.
Uh-huh. Well, women can go from 18 to hag in 10 years. My best buddy, who's dead now, younger sister, she was smoking hot, right? Just wow.
Yep, Crypto.
Yeah.
About
oh my God.
I
And
think a
then
lesbian
got off
wanting
at
to
the
get
duty.
pregnant
I was
or
trying
something.
to, get with her, and she gave me the business, which happens. Doesn't matter who you are, you're gonna get the business.
Yep.
And so I basically just cut contact. I don't want to talk to her anymore. I was done, And I ran into her when she was 29, like literally not 10 years later, 11 years later.
Aged up.
Right?
Oh my!
He's got nothing on
God.
Obi Sean.
She was partying like Thursday through Sunday, sun tanning, smoking 1 to 2 packs of cigarettes a day. God, she looked terrible.
After a series of crazy ideas to get pregnant.
Ah, God damn it. So this chick goes on to say, after a series of crazy ideas to get herself pregnant, including a sexy dress, a six-pack of beer, and an old co-worker who left town the day before she got to him, she even tried a gay friend before. She almost tried a gay friend who then tested positive for HIV, so that wasn't an option. And a wild women's weekend with drums and goddess chants that was followed by 2 missed periods but no pregnancy. A cup full of live sperm in her hands seemed like a godsend. She later finds out that her ovarian tubes are blocked. That's why she sometimes misses periods and can't get pregnant. Like I said, dudes, when it comes to what I would call the gender-based reproduction roles in our society, women have it harder with the fact that they have to give kids or give birth to kids, and there's so much that can go wrong with their shit. All a dude has to do is lay back on his back and dump a load of gravy into her.
What the fuck?
And then for the next 9 months, sit back and massage her feet, give her chocolates.
Chris Cope's in way too deep for any topic.
Make her feel pretty when she's feeling fat and disgusting.
Sorry, I was sending a message.
Because the hormones are making her do it.
Including a sexy dress, a six-pack of beer, and an old co-worker who left town the day before I got to him.
You called it.
Well, obviously she's going to test her dudes before she gets the sperm from them. And the gay dudes, and that's just a stereotype, so that's how it is.
I told you.
She went on a sausage safari, or at least attempted to, because the old coworker
he has no
left
clue
town
what
the
he's
day
talking
before I
about
got to it.
ever.
Yeah.
He
was
literally
following
just repeats the
this.
talking points that
He
they've
was
said
probably
in
an old
previous
coworker
videos.
for when she
Has
was like
no clue what they mean.
24, and then she was trying to sling back and get some get a bazooka juice donation at 30.
Why is it, though, that when chicks are looking for a dude to get them pregnant with no commitment, no drama, it's hard to find? But when chicks aren't looking for it and they're just trying to find a decent guy to be with, it happens to them almost all the time.
Bike Saga is over.
Sends him this picture, and he's like,
"This shit, I'm out, I know things."
A gay friend who then tested positive for HIV, and a wild women's weekend with drums and goddess chants that was followed by 2 missed periods.
At least she's being smart and like, that's good because she doesn't want to catch nothing. Can't say I blame her.
But no pregnancy. A cup full of live
I wish there was a cure for the coronavirus and for HIV.
sperm in my hand seemed like a godsend.
I wish every STI had a cure, to be honest.
Chlamydia! Yeah!
Say it with me, folks. Abstinence. Yes. Waiting patiently for sex sounds a lot better when you consider the ulterior. Drama, STIs, getting a chick pregnant, spending the next 18 to 21 years of your life wanting to drink yourself into a coma. Yes.
Ant spotted.
that's why we call it the chlamydia clam.
Right. That stuff will sterilize a woman like that. If she doesn't get that treated ASAP, gone.
God, this is where feminism is taking these ladies now.
Yeah.
They think they can have it.
That's the problem with modern day feminism is you tell women you can have it all. You don't tell them about the consequences that go with having all the power.
Hey,
and
Alpha
they go
T,
out and
I
they
just
party
waited
every
inside.
weekend, or they go
Worked
away
out
for
for
a
me.
wild women's weekend with drums and goddess chants, and then at the end of the day, 2 missed periods and a cup full of bazooka juice
At a Burger King.
at a Burger King.
Who in their right mind would put their face on this and their name and publish it.
I know I'm one to talk, but there's just some things you shouldn't discuss on the internet. Just say.
More Terrence Pop, or let's go. I love Terrence Pop videos. Oh, that hurt to say.
Because it's stunning and brave. You know, she don't need a man. She's going to do it all on her own.
Not only is waiting patiently on the dating scene going to give you better quality pussy and of-age women, but it also shows men out there that, you know, if you're patient enough, YouTube, and freaking...
That's what happened to me.
You know what I'm saying? Not only if you're patient enough, it shows women that not every guy's a thirsty hound dog.
That pained me to say that, by the way. That hurt.
Women get so sick and tired of dudes who are always thirsty for sex.
Me either,
Kind of like
Jonathan.
how men get sick and tired of women who are always thirsty to start a family. Think about that for a second.
This whole article stinks of pity and desperation.
The path to parenthood is tricky for LGBTQ folks.
And it is tricky. For people who are gay or lesbian, it can be tricky because, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people tend to have a problem with lesbians and gay couples raising kids, which I strongly disagree. If they're in a safe and loving environment, who cares if the mom and dad are the same sex? It doesn't freaking matter, dude. As long as the kid's safe and everything, who cares? And they're raised upright with good values.
How's it going, man?
Oh boy, I don't even want to know where this is going.
It's not just a decision.
So she goes on to write, the path to parenthood is tricky for LGBTQ folks. It's not just a decision. She just wants to be a parent, as it is for many non-queer people. From the beginning, there are ethical, financial, and legal decisions to be made, not the least of which is, will she try to have a birth child, and if so, how? If getting pregnant is a viable plan, doing so with a donor friend can lead to battles over parenting rights. Frozen sperm is expensive and brings loads of decisions, beginning with whether to use a known donor so the child might be able to contact the donor when they turn 18, or an anonymous donor, no identifying information ever, as well as choices concerning the donor's race, ethnicity, health history, IQ score, etc. Even whether they had acne as a teenager, or options for LGBTQ plus folks, including surrogacy, in vitro fertilization, and adoption are also expensive and fraught with their own ethical considerations. That, yeah, there's a lot. I don't care if you're gay or lesbian or straight. There's a lot of crap that goes into producing a family.
And I was eating.
Whether you can have kids or not. Whether you're financially stable enough to do it, you know what I'm saying?
Decision. I want to be a parent, as it is for many non-queer people.
Girlfriend watches Code with us in chat.
She's turning the regular people into villains.
Oh yeah, it's such a.
I don't know if she's trying to turn straight people into villains, but you have to understand that gays and minorities and trans
I just had like a
women
10-piece nugget from
have been discriminated against
it was
for
cheap
ages.
And fast on the way home.
So and then like men today, especially straight white men today, have no control over what the asshole men did in the past. So it's extremely unfair that in the past everyone else had to put up with all this crap, and in the current, present, and future, men today are being punished for the crap that men did yesterday. I'm just like, what? And it's like, I checked my privilege at the door, dude, for reals. I can't begin to imagine what it's like for these individuals to go through this crap.
Convenience that we, I don't know, use our equipment for what it's supposed to be used for. You don't know what it's like because you're not queer, way.
From the beginning, there are...
Well, to be fair, toxic male, if you're not gay, then you have no idea what it is. I have no idea what it's like, dude. Fuck. I can't begin to imagine. If I can't suck my own
hot
cock,
mustard
why would I
sauce.
suck someone else's?
103 dislikes now on this channel. Oh, speaking of dislikes.
Yeah, no, not flexible enough.
Pink. Leave mine real quick.
Ethical, financial, and legal decisions to be made, not the least of which is, will I try to have a birth child, and if so, how?
Every single pregnancy, no matter who's doing it, or whether or not you suck it out of a popsicle, there are always ethical, financial, and legal decisions to be made.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah. No one's ever ready.
No. It's not different just because you like carpet samples instead of...
Yeah, no one's ever ready. When it just happens, it happens. That's why it's like, if I'm going through a dry spell, I quit complaining.
You definitely going through a
You know,
dry
I've
spell,
seen
bud.
people who are having a way worse time on the dating scene than I am. And on top of that, it's just like, well, and here you are bitching because you haven't got your dick wet in 4 years almost. Well, shit.
Wendy's in bad.
Who
Yeah, he's
cares?
drinking Jingo. Bud Light Platinum.
You know, meat sticks at Costco.
Yeah, if you like to lick the lumpy liver, that's fine, whatever. That's your choice.
If getting pregnant is a
Is it
viable
broken?
plan, doing so with a donor friend can lead to battles over parenting rights.
Even if you do...
It's only a valuable
broken about it,
plan for
Westside?
women because they can sue and get child support. Men never get child support unless you count Halle Berry. And the only reason they did that is because Halle Berry could afford it and just to give men everywhere hope. Like,
With the old-fashioned way, it's the same thing. I love how she's specifically trying to make this an LGBTQ WTF LOL problem.
Oh, man.
Frozen sperm is expensive and brings loads of decisions.
Loads.
Beginning with whether to use a known donor so the child might contact the donor when they turn 18, or an anonymous donor, no identifying information ever, as well as choices concerning the donor's race, ethnicity, health history, IQ score, even whether they had acne as a teenager. Other options for LGBTQ WTF LOL folks, including surrogacy, in vitro
another beer.
fertilization, and adoption, are also expensive and fraught with their own
how many
ethical
am I at?
considerations.
Should I put like 5
okay, I see
sniffs,
what
you
you're doing.
think?
They're toxic male. You're being
We'll just
an
do 5.
asshole,
We'll
and it's
up it.
like, look, dude. If we lived in a society where gays were tolerated before straight people, it'd be a different
Shark
story,
skin.
dude.
Considerations.
Those options are available to everybody, and they don't become more or less. Actually, they probably do become less expensive for you because you're going to go to a women's clinic that's taxpayer funded, right, Wayne?
Like there are
Yeah.
normal
Another one?
people out there.
Another sniff.
That is a fair point.
Hi, Grandma.
How is it an expense on your half? If it's tax funded, how is it an expense?
Who have fertility issues.
Uh-huh.
No, don't get me wrong. There are women out there who, for whatever reason, wound up getting the short end of the stick from Mother Nature, and they have severe problems in their 20s and early 30s, trying to have children.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to them.
In most cases,
Yeah, that's just it, Pop. I fully agree. There are women
How are you
who
doing
get
today?
the short end of the nature stick for whatever reason in their 20s and 30s. They lose the ability to have kids. Just like there were dudes who get the short end of the stick with their issues. And my heart does go out to these individual folks out there who are just struggling with these issues, because I can't begin to imagine. You think wanting an of-age girlfriend, you can't get one at the moment, and you've been going through this dry spell for 4 years is bad? And I acknowledge that it
Hey,
sucks,
Casper
but it
Menace.
could be worse. That's why I don't complain about it as much. It's because it could be worse.
Sniff.
I'll drink to that.
you didn't ask for that.
That's right.
In some cases, those things can be brought on by treating your vagina as a clown car.
How dare you?
If you're getting the Malachi Crunch every weekend from randos from the bar,
I'm never going to stop wearing tactical soap because when I walk into a bar, Bond number one, I love that scent. Every woman I walk by who's of age says, that dude smells good. And when you get that reaction from the ladies,
Do we have another?
it's
sniff?
worth every penny. So if you want to smell like King Cobra JFS, fellas and
I don't.
lesbians, check out tacticalsoap.com. The link is in the description box below. If you want to smell sexy for the of-age women and gain confidence
And
with
of
adult
age.
women, get yourself some Tactical Soap. Links description box below. With coupon code King Cobra, you'll get 15% off your next order. And you too, yes, ladies and gentlemen, can smell like a ladies' man. And if you're a fangirl who watches my videos and you got a significant other half who's of age, buy him a bar. See how it do.
Yeah, you're gonna have problems with
up,
ovarian.
BJ?
They also got
How's it
that
going, man?
God of War beard oil, colognes. Yes, their God of War beard oil leaves the goatee and mustache soft.
Donkey? How's it going, man?
as silk.
Do we have another plus of age?
Cyst syndrome,
Little bit.
probably.
Damn, we got
and
two
then
of 'em
later
quick.
on, cancer and shit.
But to listen,
Butt segments be like.
I don't know if you guys know this. My headset is turned down so low, so I don't have to hear Terrence
to
Pop
this
talk
chick
that
talk.
much.
you would think that no man ever had to deal with parenting rights,
That's right.
or lost his kids, or got raked through the coals for child support. No, no, no.
Wait. That's most men.
She wants to frame this as specifically a gay thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, go sell your shit somewhere else. I'm not
Yeah.
buying it.
None of you.
That does happen. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. You want to make it about your sexuality and not about like what the majority.
I
of the
didn't have time to
population
set up the
genuinely
Obi Sean
goes through.
camera
That's when
because
people
I literally
stop
got
feeling
off work
sorry
and had
for
to
you
start
because of your
streaming.
struggle.
He's chilling.
That's
He's
the
on my
goddamn
shelf.
truth.
You cisgendered privileged folks who use your equipment for how it's designed, you've never had to deal with the hardships that I've had to deal with. Wait.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a yes and no on that. Not to be an asshole, but straight people don't have a parade because they weren't the ones discriminated against. I'm just gonna leave it there and not go any further.
We'll get it
because
soon.
I end up pissing
I
off
just didn't have time to set it up.
a lot of people for the wrong reasons.
Which are self-inflicted.
But these
Yeah.
are the same people who want to convince us that they are completely happy with their decisions and they don't need a man and they're strong and independent and they're happy, and who are you to tell them how to live and everything. It's like, nobody's trying to tell you how to live. We're just telling you to pick a lane.
That's right.
Either you are miserable and oppressed and you have to write articles like this trying to make standing in line for a cup of sperm outside of a Burger King bathroom seem stunning and brave,
Totally like a decent decision.
or you're happy and you've made wonderful decisions that you don't regret at all. And society,
I actually agree with that. Pick a lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody gives a shit if you're gay, lesbian, trans, straight, bisexual. As long as it's consensual and everyone's of age, who cares?
Of
You either
age?
say you're oppressed and you hate the, you can't have it both ways. You're either oppressed and you regret every shitty decision you've made, or it's like you're happy with the
Damn, Yami.
decisions you've made and you don't need a man in your life.
society's totally wrong about you.
You know, 1 in 4 of these women today are on head meds, and that
Do we
stats
have another
12
one?
years
Do we have
old.
a fourth
And I
of
want-
age?
Okay, if it's 12 years old, what's the current stat? Shall we check? Not that it matters because, what's the percentage of women who are on
Okay.
head medication? See what Ocean Hero has to say.
It's all good, man. I know the
24.3%
delay.
of men.
I was just double
The
checking.
most recent. That's not what I. It says 1 in 4 right here. Yeah. This what the fuck is? I don't even want to read that. That's just.
I wonder how many people in the Stunning and Brave community are in head meds also.
He did,
I don't
didn't
know.
he?
And being on head meds has nothing to do with it. Sometimes you just need to take medication. Says the guy who refuses to take it. Yes. For good reasons, because they want to sit there and tell us that drugs and alcohol are the problem while they shove pills down our throats. Yeah, no. Society has a problem with alcohol and you need to stop
Oh,
drinking.
no, it sounds like
But
you need to
here's
stop
some
drinking.
fucking opioids
That's what's up.
if you're
Laura.
depressed.
I spiked my inhaler last night.
That they probably pick them up when they pick up the first aid kit because domestic violence is such a huge problem. And
No way. Domestic violence rates are higher in homosexual couples than for heterosexual couples. And the only reason that is because if you're a dude and you try to hit a chick, people look at you like you're a fucking monster. But if you're a dude and you and your boyfriend get into a little couple spat, it's like you're a dude hitting another dude or a chick hitting another chick. That kind of crap happens all the time. So it's just like,
community as well.
You know, lesbians are some spouse beating bitches.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, if you look at those stats, it's unbelievable.
stats change.
What do you mean?
over
The homeless man
years,
on the corner
man.
gave
I'm
me
just saying.
opioids for depression.
Oh man, I'm brutal. Brutal.
You know, it's a really committed relationship when you got an octagon ring in the living room. I'm just saying.
You know, that would be kind of cool. I'm serious.
That's
It'd be kinda
art.
cool.
Or...
She bought me a ring. Oh my God, you're getting married? No, we just like to kick the shit out of each other, so we put one in the living room.
You figure if you do that on a regular basis in the octagon, you get pretty good at it after a while.
Oh yeah, and little Libiana,
Yes.
you know, the one with the penis. Yeah, she's only 4 years old, but she knows how to ring the bell for us. I decided to go the frozen sperm route. I had moved from Virginia, where the options for a queer single woman without a ton of cash to obtain frozen sperm were few, to Chicago, where I had access to the Chicago Women's Health Center's insemination program for single and lesbian/bisexual women.
Which is totally taxpayer funded.
Even if you live in red trash Illinois.
That's right. You have idiots in these big blue cities.
It's getting colder outside, so get yourself a King Cobra official hoodie right here, yes. And now through a little bit of next month, if you buy a Green Phantom Season t-shirt or hoodie or any of the designs, but especially the Green Phantom Season t-shirt / hoodie, you will get a shout out on my YouTube channel. Yes. So if you buy this shirt and you photograph yourself wearing it, it's a Halloween shirt advertising the costume I go as every year. It's the Green Phantom. It's the Green Phantom. Yes. You send me a picture of you wearing it or make a video, be like, Cobra, I bought the merch. And I'll give you a shout out, dude. That's what's up.
Making policies that are
affect
taking
everyone
money
else.
away from you to fund insane bullshit like we just talked about here.
Oh, I didn't see it
Yeah,
there.
you get your shout out.
I'm reading
West
this
Side.
book.
Shout out
and it
West
quite
Side. He's
possibly
always
is
here.
the best book ever written because I'm in it. Whee!
If you want to know the rate of return on dating women, you need to buy the book of numbers. There's a link in the description, you know, down there in the Pennis area. Me, Kayla!
I knew from the beginning that I wanted a known donor, leaving the door open for my child to choose to make contact later.
That's natural.
And to milk him for child support.
That's a stereotype, but it's true to a degree.
Don't forget, you just let it slip that you moved from Virginia to Chicago because you didn't have the money to really do this on your own.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. If I slipped in by the goalie of a woman in the past and, you know, I find out that I had a kid, I would literally walk through Hades. In
Everybody gets
barefoot,
shout outs. Shout out
like, to be
Jingo.
in that kid's life.
Shout out User.
I will drink to that.
Shout out Alpha T.
That's another reason why I avoid sex like it's the plague, unless it's offered and the chick's hot enough, she's of age, and she has nothing like sexually, you know what I'm saying? No STIs or anything like that, and she's not on her fucking period, and she wants to fuck. It's like, okay, cool. If I had like found out that, okay,
I won't. Shout out Raz. Fuck you, Chris.
no, I had a chick and I got her pregnant one time.
Look at this
She
sniff.
didn't tell me. It's like, well, that's just the thing of it, ladies. You can't blame the man for not being there if you don't tell him, and you know what I'm saying? He just doesn't know. That's kind of unfair. You got some fucking chick who's just like, oh, hey, she gets pregnant. She has the kid. And then doesn't fucking tell you for like 13 years. And out of the
Another
blue,
one?
it's just like,
Sorry. I'm not paying attention to his video. I'm reading chat. And
oh, hey,
messaging
I remember
knots.
you. You're
So-
from back in the day. Yeah, that one crazy night at the bar. Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember that night, man. That's just, yeah, that was a crazy night. You what? Why didn't you tell me? Oh, because I wasn't financially stable enough?
Who knows, John? Who knows what he's on about?
That's what kills me about it. That's the difference.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate
If a
it.
dude chooses to say, nope, I'm out because he cannot financially take care of the two of them, he's a pig for abandoning them. But if she chooses to abandon him in the situation, that's just her choice. What? It's equally as bad, especially if, like, you both are struggling, dude. Fuck off.
This is how I am.
Because even if the child was conceived through malicious means, even if
God, I
it was
doubt it,
just,
don't you?
oops, the condom broke kind of a mistake,
That's right.
child doesn't know that.
Nope.
Child's not responsible for that. They're innocent. You need to treat them as such.
That's right.
If the condom breaks during intercourse, pull out and, like, finish by doing one of these, have her give you a hand job or some shit, because that's how
He's on his
accidents
second
happen.
Meow Mix.
Captain
that I
Hindsight
know of.
condoms.
I don't know if
Should
he
have
had
put one
before I
on,
tuned in.
dumbass. Now, like, when I
Hippo,
I'm
an
gonna make my
incel
own
who
condoms
hates
for
women
and
because he
men
can't
called
get
Captain
women.
Hindsight condoms, and
That's
they're gonna
it.
be made out of hemp latex, like a latex-free hemp-based condom that's biodegradable, and yeah, buddy, stronger than shit, and does the job.
He gives the shittiest advice on how to get women, even though he can't get women.
And the condom commercial is going to go like this. You see a dude with his bratty ass kid going to the grocery store, and the kid's just screaming, I want a candy bar! I want sugar! And just making a big ass scene in front of everybody. The dude looks mortified, and he's just sitting there going, shh, 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 shh. You're not getting a candy bar because it's going to ruin your supper. Now stop your crying. Stop your... And then you see him get ready to just fucking lose it and just look like he's about to smack the kid for being obnoxious. And right before he does it, you just see the mascot. It's just like cheesy, like superhero type dude. He's like, hi, I'm Captain Hindsight. Should have put one on, dumbass. dumbass.
Is it? I don't know. I don't look at his stores.
Captain Hindsight condoms are made in every shape and size. Whether you got a small vagina or a gaping cave, whether you got a tiny ass pecker or a monster schlong, Captain Hindsight condoms makes condoms for women and men
Sniff
in all
face.
shapes and sizes. They come in flavors for your oral pleasure, and they're super comfortable, latex-free hemp-spun condoms made out of a thing called hemp latex, which is latex-free, biodegradable, good for the environment, and good for your skin. So now those of you who are allergic to latex can wear condoms and still keep it safe. This is a superhero that's going to save your day. Captain Hindsight condoms. Should have put one on, dumbass.
Latex free hemp latex.
We got things like the sidekick size, superhero size, to captain size. Sidekick size is below average. Superhero size is average. And captain size, that's above average. Yes.
Once those 2 feet hit the ground, bro,
They're off running.
and that kid's a direct result of the Wonder Worm of you. Guess what, bro?
Wonder Worm is going to be a T-shirt.
You are on the hook. You're on the hook.
Each month I'd call the clinic to request they order my frozen shake. The dates.
So at the beginning, this chick who writes this article says that she knew from the beginning that she wanted to know the donor, naturally, of course, leaving the door open for her child to choose to make contact later. Each month, she'd call the clinic to request they order her frozen sperm the day before she expected to ovulate. The next day, she'd drive across the city to the clinic to collect the precious fluid and its materials, shipping container that was half her height,
Somebody buys
filled
that
with
damn
dry
stuff.
ice that looked like something out of the Jetsons. Well, I mean, like, yeah, you can't really blame the chick, regardless if she's lesbian or not, to just be like, yeah, you know, who's the asshole's gravy she's impregnating herself with?
Before I expected to ovulate. The next day, I drive across the city to the clinic to collect the precious fluid in its metal shipping container that was half my height, filled with dry ice, and looked like something out of the Jetsons.
And you just dated yourself.
If you didn't want to do that, you could have started a few years younger and had a dude live with you, and all you do was bend over in the morning.
That's pretty much it.
You're good.
Yeah, but Terrence Pop, doesn't work like that. If you're a lesbian chick and you find dudes gross and unattractive, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would it feel if the only way to get pregnant was for dudes to fuck other dudes? And you were told, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this entire situation were super gay and gender reversed, it'd be a different story. This is why lesbian chicks, no offense, Pop, have things like artificial insemination because they're lesbian, they're turned off by penis, but they still want a baby. And as a straight dude, we get it. Yes.
What the fuck is he talking about, man? I just faintly hear him talking about two dudes fucking. I have no clue what he's talking about.
And then you get an omelet.
Yeah. Save yourself thousands of dollars and driving and everything, and
Yeah.
you got egg white delivery right to the
Exactly,
warehouse.
yeah. You get your nice cheese-filled omelet. Egg whites only, of course.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm
Right
trying
the
not to
warehouse.
focus.
At home,
so
I open
imagine
the metal
me.
tube, vapors pour it.
Well, this chick's really giving some graphic details, man. Holy fuck. At home, she'd open the metal tube, vapors pouring all over the lip of the container and arising around her hands, and slowly lift out one of the two tiny vials of sperm. She would inseminate herself using the needleless syringe, just as the clinic showed her to do, how to do it, etc. And 2 days in a row, she would do this and then return the giant capsule. She repeated this
Mrs. Green was
process
already gonna
unsuccessfully for several months. This is the crap. This is why I sympathize with women. It's because this would be like a dude trying to get a chick pregnant, but his sperm just doesn't do the trick. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry, dude, your sperm's not fertile enough. No matter how many times you fuck this chick, it ain't gonna happen. Which, if a dude finds this out before his woman does, he can play that off and get as much sex as he wants without any of the consequences.
Such a feminist.
His girlfriend goes to take a piss on the pregnancy stick, and it's just like, negative again. Oh, god damn it. Eventually, your little scam of getting more pussy is going to backfire when she goes, maybe we should go to the doctor and find out. And then it comes to an end when you see the same doctor twice, and you just give them a look like, okay, keep your mouth shut and play this off like this is the first time we're meeting. And then your wife finds out that your sperm is dead. You'd be going, oh my goodness, babe, I had no idea. Could you imagine being a dude in that situation where it's just like you and your wife want to have kids, but your sperm is no good and you can't fertilize the egg properly?
God. I don't want to watch this.
So now you have to consider really weird options like getting a sperm donor from someone else. Some other dude's going to stick his sperm in your girlfriend's body because your sperm just doesn't do the trick. As a dude, that would be so demasculating, so humiliating. As a dude, you'd be like, you know what I'm saying? That's how this chick is feeling who writes this article. She's trying everything she can to get pregnant, but it's just not taking because her tubes, as we find out in the end, are blocked.
Over the lip and
Exactly,
rising around
Z.
my hands, and
Yeah.
slowly lift out one of the two tiny vials of. I'd inseminate myself using a needleless syringe, just as the
Just
clinic
a heads
showed
up,
me
too,
to
guys.
do.
This
2
stream
days in
is
a row,
just
and
to be
return the
watching this
giant
one,
capsule.
and then
I
I'm gonna
repeated this
end
process
when he ends
unsuccessfully for
and
several
be
months.
back for normal time
Yeah,
tonight.
who paid for the several months?
Okay,
What's
if
up,
you
Lex?
are trying to get pregnant as a chick and it doesn't work for several goddamn months, you think you go to like a doctor who specializes, the gynecologist, which why the fuck do they call it the gynecologist? Because guys don't have vaginas. What is that crap?
Just chill and flex. This is usually the time I'd be taking
Why
a
not
nap
call it the
before stream.
girlacologist?
The thing is, if you're only getting 2 injections of with God knows how much money she's having the taxpayers foot the bill for,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be easier to just it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna start around this time. Come on over and pork me every day
Of course he
while
is,
I watch
Flex.
Leno or some
What else
shit.
does he
That's
watch?
It's got to bend over.
Do you know how expensive frozen sperm is?
Well, I can't imagine how expensive it is. The chick goes on to say, do you know how expensive frozen sperm is? Her friends threw her a big sperm party. Not a party where people brought sperm, which might have been a great idea, but
Why would
a
that be a great
fundraiser to
idea?
buy the stuff. Still, she quickly ran out of savings.
Why would that be a good idea?
Yes. If you're a lesbian and you're physically unattracted sexually to dudes, you can't just be like, well, if you want sperm, just ask a guy to fuck you that's of age and consensual, and there you go. But she's not attracted to dudes, so that kind of creates a snag in the situation. Yes.
Tell us, please.
My friends threw me a big sperm party.
Oh
God.
my God!
Please don't tell me it was potluck.
They call it a bukkake. Okay, stop.
Not a party where people brought sperm, which might have been a great idea, but
So he literally stole the joke
The
from
fucking
the
butt
video
segments.
and then said
I
it
just
before they said it in the
appreciate that.
video.
Oh, bitch goodness for a second.
Gotta of age, of age.
Oh yeah, dude. Fucking goddamn it. Oh, that's a nice looking fucking bitch ass. Oh,
Oh my
yeah. I go.
God, that was disgusting.
I tapped out Asperger's.
That was
Nice
disgusting.
yoga pants. Wearing yoga pants because it makes your ass look great, not because you do yoga. That could be a meme. Yes. Oh yeah. For the same reason dudes will wear a muscly t-shirt because it shows off their biceps.
What, like 30-ish minutes, something like that?
fundraiser to buy the stuff. Still, I quickly ran out of savings.
You have ever, if I come over bringing sperm,
That is the only reason.
Okay,
Kamikaze.
so like, yeah, if you run out of savings, eventually you have to ask yourself, maybe you should go to the doctor and figure out why the fuck it's just
Not
taking.
gay.
Instead of wasting all your valuable options,
What's up, shit?
why not just be like, I don't know why it's taking. Well, why is it doing this?
Another beer.
Fucking shit.
Hey, I'm gonna go grab my water real quick. I didn't grab it before stream. Let me know if I
have a
miss
sperm
anything
party.
else.
There's another word for that. It's called orgy.
After the first guy flew. Oh God!
It's called a bang of gang.
My specific pregnancy dilemma was a combination of a limited income and not being straight.
Okay, yeah.
More blame and shame now.
Yeah, here we go.
And that's not
It's not. Okay, would this be a different argument if the two gay dudes wanted a kid and couldn't do it because they're not attracted to exactly my point? So this chick says her specific pregnancy dilemma was the combination of a limited income and not being straight, and thus not able to obtain sperm by the traditional no money down method, and yet ironically sperm is not a scarce commodity. It's everywhere. She just couldn't get her hands or other parts on any of it. What she
What's up,
needed was
N64?
some free sperm that brought with it no drama, no commitment, and definitely no sex. So you got a woman who's just like, she wants all the perks of being
miss
a
anything?
mother without any of the build up to it. That's like a dude saying he wants to fuck you, but as soon as he gets you pregnant, he wants nothing to do with the kid. Oh! Metalocalypse is on.
Of course I didn't.
Did I say that out loud? Fucking Cobra's an asshole. Yes.
able to obtain sperm by the traditional no money down
Been
method.
holding that thing in for 18 years.
That's
That's
exactly what you already admitted to doing. Are we just going to completely forget about that part?
I know. That's a choice. That's a choice.
So exactly, it's a choice, and ironically, that's just the truth of it. Is you don't want sex, but that's what it takes to make a kid.
Fucking aura.
If you tried every other non-traditional way other than fucking a dude and riding his cock until he busts a nut inside your fucking pussy. If you tried everything else outside of that, and you don't want to take that method because you're not straight, that's cool, man. And then I'd be going to the doctor and being like, so doc,
Laura S isn't here.
And yet, ironically, sperm is not a scarce
Yeah, a
commodity.
Boglin
It's
baby
everywhere.
pops
I
out
just
of the
couldn't get my
stomach like a
hands or other
fucking
parts on
facehugger.
any of it.
All you had to do was say yes.
That's horrible. Oh my god, dude, this fucking butt. Oh my god, yeah, dude, fucking cute blonde with long, gorgeous blonde hair. Oof, tiny yoga pants.
You're ugly.
Yeah.
She's not the worst looking chick I've seen. Hey, to be fair, I've seen some really busted chicks.
Yeah, dude, you fucked them.
And when they're pulling dick, because there are some dudes who are like, it's pussy. She's
Yeah,
of age. Who cares?
That is
Whereas
you.
most women wouldn't have that mentality, except it's different for women. If she finds you ugly or attractive, or excuse me, if a woman finds you ugly or unattractive, you're automatically a creep.
No, Cubs, you're just a creep. You
To be in her
mumble about
20s, she
rape
might have
to
been okay,
yourself all
but
the
looking
time.
at this picture,
See, well, I didn't have
none,
time
man.
to set up the
She
Obi
hit-
Sean
If
cam.
she wasn't a
I
lesbian,
got
if
off
she was
work and ate
consenting,
and
I'd
had to
tap
start
it.
streaming. It'll be
Not
up
that bad
hopefully by
looking.
tomorrow
I've seen
night's
worse,
stream when I
dude.
have time.
Every paddle in the ping pong ball machine of life.
Tilt.
One Saturday in the midst of this.
Ah, god damn it. So one Saturday in the midst of this process, she went to an intuitive healing workshop with one of her closest and most confident friends, Royanne. She wrote down goals and meditated, focusing on creating a life that she believed in, that her and her friend believed in. She was on the journey but was stuck. The leader insisted there is no stuck. We can move through anything. Very, very, very dojo of him to say, yes.
Very
How about
dojo
money
of
for
him
sperm?
to say.
She thought, but she didn't address that.
Very dojo.
You can't move
What the fuck
just
did he
through
just
about
start
anything.
dancing
Man.
for?
Take, for example, the couple of weeks where it's just like, oh crap, my Etsy store's down. What am I going to do about this? Spend the next couple of weeks getting it back up and then listing the sick praying man as staff. Yes. There is no stuck. You can move through anything, but at the same time, your decisions in life can make you so stuck you can't undo what you've done. Think about that.
This process, I went
Obi
to an
Sean is
intuitive
sitting
healing
on the
workshop with
shelf
my
that's like
closest friend and
across the
confidant,
room from my
Royanne.
bed, so he just
I wonder whether
stares
or
at
not
me while I
Royanne has
sleep
an Adam's
now.
apple. Just
Well,
saying.
first of all, like those weird healing things. I don't know. Jury's still out in my mind about those.
We wrote.
Yeah, you know, these healing workshops, they can be good for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take a couple of days off to go to some fucking fancy resorts and some like hippie guru healing meditator bullshit. I believe in it, dude, 1000%. You know, so sometimes that's what it takes, man. Is you sit there and you stare at Mother
Nope,
Nature and all
has
her
not seen the
beautiful
old
wonder, and be
face.
like, oh my god.
I honestly don't think I'd be able
You have that
to with him staring
that
at me.
moment of clarity when you're staring at a beautiful sunset sitting over Mother Nature's grand majesty with the pine trees and shit.
Stare back.
Down goals and meditated, focusing on creating a life we believed in. I was on that journey, but I was stuck. The leader insisted, there is no stuck. We can move through anything. How about money for sperm,
I'm
I
not
thought, but she
gay.
didn't address that.
Wow.
Sounds like a personal problem to me.
Late in the morning, we formed.
So let me get this straight. You want money for sperm, but when dudes use women for sex, it's bad. Yeah, I mean, it is bad, but I mean, no, I'm serious. When men use women for sex, it pisses me off because that's
Uncle
just
Sean's
the
his
kind of
own
crap
man. I don't need to
that
assert
prevents
dominance.
dudes like me from getting any. Because women don't see decent guys when they see me because of the way I dress. Women want to bitch when they get judged for the way they dress. Like, oh my god, look at that slut. But you turn around and judge dudes like me because I dress goth or satanic or metal or what have you. It's just like, you're a fucking hypocrite.
Pairs looking deep into each other's eyes while mirroring movements. My part.
What's up, punk rock? How's it going, man?
Late in the morning,
Oh yeah,
she and the chick she was with, whatever, they formed partners, I guess, in this
skanking stand.
fucking retreat, fucking finding inner peace. They formed pairs looking deep into each other's eyes while mirroring movements, copying each other, basically. Her partner was a complete stranger in this exercise, yet she felt this profound connection to him. So yeah, they paired a lesbian up with a chick for this exercise, big whoop. He sat next to her at lunch, the energy radiating between the dude and the chick as the group chatted. She told her story coming to her current state, not pregnant and out of sperm money. This lovely man, Drake, asked her why she didn't just find a donor. She turned to him, got all shaky, and dumped an entire glass of lemonade in his lap, grabbing napkins and leaning forward towards him to clean it up, and stopped just short of rubbing his crotch. Oh, that's just suggestive. They all laughed at it casually, but she couldn't stop thinking about this man's private parts covered in lemonade. You sure you're a lesbian? Just saying. Ha!
Partner was a complete stranger, yet I felt this profound connection to him.
Here we go.
He sat next to me at lunch, the energy radiating.
You want to watch along with this video? I'll post it in chat real quick. Yes. Has the staff sold yet? Not that I'm aware of.
Dude went from Bud Light to Bud Light Platinum to Corona. Sniff.
Nope, it has not.
Between us.
Totally gay.
This is all voluntary. All of our problems.
See why what
are
sounded like a
self-made.
move I would make. I
Well,
wasn't
think
paying
about it.
attention.
All through the 90s, what did we hear all the time from the alphabet community?
We were born this way. You just need to accept us for who we are.
Which is,
Okay, but then as time went on and you wanted to keep the grift going, now you can be born in the wrong body, which is a metaphysical argument.
Oh shit, he
Basically,
did.
throwing out all of the progress that you made and the key argument that was used to make it all happen.
You lose! Good day, sir!
As the group chatted, I told my story coming to my current state, not pregnant and out of sperm money. This lovely man, Drake, asked why I didn't just find a donor. I turned to him, got all shaky, and dumped my entire glass of lemonade in his lap.
Somebody likes water sports.
Grabbing napkins and leaning toward him to clean it up, I stopped just short of rubbing his crotch.
Sure you did.
We all laughed, but I couldn't stop thinking about this man's private parts covered in my lemonade.
oh my god.
Somehow I get the feeling that in her attempt to come off as the stunning and brave alphabet woman,
Yep.
we're not going to get the whole truth.
I think you're correct.
Who wants to bet that the Burger King Whopper didn't come in a cup?
I'm telling you, the baby rabies, women do crazy ass
You
shit.
guys think
Just
we
like-
could get him to
Speaking
do
of
like
making
a
lemonade, 1 second.
Listerine challenge where we get him to try to hold like mouthwash in his mouth for like 4 minutes or something. And just trick him into cleaning his teeth. Oh yeah, it would, Mincer. Yeah, but if we can get him to do it for just like the like 40 seconds or whatever most mouthwashes recommend, 30, 40 seconds, whatever, we get him to clean his teeth. Shin, it's just Terrence Pop and his friend. Did you whoop his ass, Chris? You better have stabbed him. I'm gonna be disappointed if he's not dead.
Like just like her fertility, her love life that day hit a stall. Stunning
No,
and
he just went to the bathroom.
alphabet woman.
Yep.
We're not going to get the whole truth.
I think you're correct.
Who wants to bet that the Burger King Whopper didn't come in a cup?
Does not cause the vid delicious Corona Refresca Mas Mango Citrus
Chris, I'll come kill him for
8%
you if you need me to.
tropical cocktail. Yes.
I'll take him out.
And if you want to call it a bitch drink or a girl's drink, you're a toxic male and you can go fuck yourself. Because men should be allowed to drink fruity drinks without being judged. Women should be allowed to have sex without being judged. Men should fucking be allowed to have standards without being judged. You get the picture, YouTube. Drink with me, because equality is sweet.
I'm telling you, the baby rabies, women do crazy ass shit. Man.
Just like her fertility, her love life that day hit a stall.
Yes, Chris. It does.
The next day, as if spurred by karma, though perhaps just kindness, Drake called me
Glad
and
you know,
offered to be
Chris.
my donor.
Aww. So the next day, as if spurred by karma, though perhaps kindness, Drake called that chick and offered to be her sperm donor. She walked through the complications and he signed a contract stating that he would relinquish his parental rights should she conceive child. Drake and his wife had not wanted children, but he felt a loss at not passing on his genes to another generation. Wait, what? So, okay, how's this gonna play out? Drake, the dude's already. No, I'm not talking about the famous rapper. That's a different Drake. But dude's already got a wife, and you got some random lesbian chick being like, you know what I'm saying? Wait, what? Don't worry, they don't actually fuck. I've already watched this video.
We know you've already watched this video.
He was tall and brilliant and approached their argument in a straightforward and gentle way. He was perfect, as she says.
How you doing today, Absurd?
We talked through the complications and he signed a contract stating that he would relinquish his parental rights should I conceive.
And I'm sure that contract will not find its way up in flames if you fall on monetarily hard times.
That's absolutely correct.
Drake and his wife.
Oh,
God.
wow.
Drake and his wife had not wanted children, but he felt a loss at not passing on his genes to another generation.
How is that not considered cheating? Like, if you and your wife come to a mutual agreement that you don't want kids, you shouldn't be giving your baby gravy to some other chick. I don't give a fuck if you actually penetrate her or not. How is that not... Okay, I don't want to get into that. Because that might piss off a lot of people too.
So it wasn't that Drake and his wife didn't want children.
That she didn't want to have children.
There you go.
Why the
This is what I'm
did he
saying.
stay with her then?
Men don't feel that loss if they make that decision.
Chris, because he
Okay,
has the
we're not
butt
chicks.
segments and shows
Yeah,
ass on his
That's the
screen.
truth.
He was tall and brilliant and approached our arrangement in a straightforward and gentle way. He was perfect.
And I'm sure he only ever delivered his sperm in recyclable containers. He never once put it right in the warehouse. Never.
Never.
You're gay. You've never been attracted to a man in your life, except for all those times when you tried to use them to get pregnant.
Yep.
Oh,
And clean up the lemonade off their junk.
Which
yeah.
Mitch do and then recants later on. It's like, some consistency in your complete inconsistency would be nice.
Well, it's nothing new.
No.
They always do.
I'm strong and independent, but I still need your tax dollars. I don't need a man. Can you pay my rent? I'll suck your dick. The only problem was that he lived in.
God damn it, dude. So the chick continues with this article. The only problem was that he lived in Normal,
He does look real creepy
Illinois,
guy.
and she lived in Chicago. That's a 2.5 hour drive if there's no traffic. And there's always traffic. Yeah, shocker, want to sniff it?
Normal, Illinois, and I lived in
What?
Chicago. That's a 2.5 hour drive if there's no traffic, and there's always traffic. The first time I inseminated myself using Drake's sperm was on a weekend. Drake and his wife invited me to their home for dinner, wine.
Mm-hmm. The first time she inserted or inseminated herself using Drake's sperm was on a weekend. Drake and his wife invited the chick who wrote this article out to their home for dinner. Wine, good conversation. She brought a date, not a typical
Yeah,
way
shocker,
for
wanna
lesbians to
sniff
spend their
it.
time when casually dating, but she was game. After dinner, she got down with the other dude to business. Shortly after retiring to a room on the lower level, Drake returned with a coffee cup full of his fresh semen, using her hands, a little syringe to squirt the valuable fluid right up into her cervix. She inseminated in the room full of windows, looking out onto the woods during the night. Deer came to eat corn left outside in the moonlight. It was magical. I can imagine it was.
Then good conversation.
Oh, we know where this is going.
Yep.
Whew, I brought a date. Awkward.
What kind of weird shit is this?
Do you mind staying here with them while I go let him plow me out in the basement?
Yeah, thank you.
Totally gay.
This is like the inverse of Brian Stelter.
Totally straight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This is some crazy ass
We
bullshit.
all believe you.
This is some crazy ass bullshit.
This is insane.
This is unbelievable.
This just took a really weird turn.
Yeah. We went to awkward world. Before it was just pity and embarrassment. Now it's all.
And now there's
Now it's
lots
everything.
of people involved. This is a group experiment.
I know. Oh my god.
Not a typical way for lesbians to spend their time when casually dating, but she was game.
More red.
Butt segments. God damn it.
Flags, then a China parade.
She's probably standing behind him. This is unbelievable.
This just took a really weird turn.
Yeah. We went to awkward world. Before it was just pity and embarrassment. Now it's all.
And now there's
Now it's
lots
everything.
of people involved. This is a group experiment.
I know. Oh my god.
Not a typical way for lesbians to spend their time when casually dating, but she was game.
More red flags, then a China parade.
She's probably standing.
You know why that chick's lesbian partner was game? Because it allowed her to become a mother as well. Like, oh, hey, isn't this cute?
T.Y. he knows
Well, if-
about him.
One
People
half
have
of the lesbian
contacted
couple
him
gets
about him
pregnant,
before,
the
and
other
he
half
said there's
gets
nothing he
pregnant,
can
they both
do
have kids together,
to save him
and
or
it's
some
the
shit.
magical moment of bliss. That's exactly why she was down for it, dude.
And behind him tickling his balls and fingering his butthole
Was doing CPR on his ass.
to make it go faster.
Oh my god, this is like the Handmaid's Tale! After dinner, we got down to business.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Shortly after retiring to a room on the lower level, Drake returned with a coffee cup full of his fresh semen.
Coffee cup.
Well,
Allegedly.
he knows you like your cream and
What is
sugar.
that?
What is it?
Fill the whole coffee cup?
Using my handy little syringe to squirt the valuable fluid right up into my cervix, I inserted
Oh,
it
yeah.
in a room full of windows looking out into
Oh.
the woods. During the night, deer came to eat corn left
Oh,
outside
sorry,
in the moonlight.
excuse me, I
It was
yawned.
magical.
I don't know. If I could
You
stand
can
him,
go out of
I
my
would invite
shit,
him
you
on,
dumb bitch.
but I don't
Oh
want him
my
anywhere near my
God.
channel. So
Oh,
What?
oh,
it's a man.
And I'm not here to judge.
oh, man.
I didn't get pregnant.
Shocker, want to sniff it? If you went through all that trouble, I would be fucking going to a goddamn doctor and having your lady parts checked out, because I'd be like, this is some bullshit. But I feel like that's a double standard for dudes, because if the dude's sperm is not up to par, he can fuck as many chicks as he want and not get them pregnant, and he's good. But chicks who actually want to get pregnant and can't because their uterus is just fucked. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's different for women and men. For the dude, it's like, oh sweet, I can get as much of age pussy as I want, and I ain't gonna get nobody pregnant. Yeah, until you actually want to have a kid, and then it's a different story.
God, man, I hope he ends soon.
Shocker, want to smell it?
Oh, sounds like your mom.
Hey.
How
So
can
that
you
was
not
attempt
hate
number
your
one.
biggest fan if this
And
is him?
the
How many
Burger
more of
King
these are there?
I don't know. The Burger King process
Do
obviously
we get
came
of
about
age?
much
Thanks,
later.
guys.
But there we go. Nothing worked.
Drake walked out of the men's room, handed me a Burger King cup full of his.
Okay.
God, it was so brutal. TUI.
As he went in, he handed me a jar of honey from his beehive, and he and his wife looked at after this. Then we flash forward to the Burger King story. Poor Burger King getting
If
have
this
it your way.
if this
Have
does
your
end up
way
being
with
like
the
a really
okay
long
stuff.
stream and goes until about normal time, it might be just what we do tonight.
Inside the Burger King, she
Like, this
tried
might
to
just be
look
the stream.
casual as she waited just outside the men's restroom, coolly without the least bit of awkwardness. Drake walked out of the men's room, handed her the Burger King cup full of semen. So she's tried with this dude twice now at this point. Smiled and headed out the restaurant, looking around. I took the cup. What the fuck?
Because I don't
Okay,
have
that's
like
gross.
an
I would never
8-hour
do this. But
continuous
she
stream
took
in
the
me
cup
today.
into the women's restroom and used her little syringe to inseminate it into her vagina, into the stalls. I'm reading it as if from my perspective as how the woman would say it, kind of thing. But anyways,
DNA. Smiled and headed out of the restaurant.
Blech.
Jesus
And I
Christ.
drank it.
Ah.
That's how it works, right? You'll have to forgive me. I don't know
Terrence
because
Pop, Austin.
all I have is a women's studies degree and I'm a lesbian.
Don't. Okay, that's where I had a problem with this. That's just a stereotype. But just because she's a lesbian, she's automatically going to get a degree in women's studies or women's history. Screw you.
It's not the reason
I
tonight,
know plenty
TY.
of successful women.
I didn't.
that have
Usually
went on
now's
to
when I'm
lead
taking a nap.
very fulfilling and great lives, getting a degree in women's studies. It's because stereotypically she's lesbian. She gets her degree in women's studies. I'm sorry, but I know an amazing woman who got her degree in women's studies and women's history, and she went
Never
on
ending
to
dry
become a
spell.
college professor with a family that loves her very much. So I'm sorry, but this right here, this whole, oh, you're a lesbian, and oh my God, you got your degree in women's studies, and this is what happened. It's a stereotype and just bad timing and bad circumstances.
Yeah, he's protecting over me. I let Obi-Wan do what he wants, so he won't possess me.
A lesbian.
I don't know how that works. I've never porked a man.
He's chilling, looking at me right now.
I don't want to think
From up
about
on the shelf
Tommy,
behind
Ralph,
me.
or Calvin when I'm with you. I'm a bad boy.
Okay, are we serious with this commercial? Culprit underwear. Torch your old underwear. Could you imagine if there was a dude telling chicks he wants a bad girl, so wear Victoria's Secret and get a push-up bra because your boobs are too small, and I want them to look like they're bigger than they really are. You'd never hear the end of it. Nothing against culprit underwear, but I'm just like, if chicks would be super pissed off at a hot dude telling them how to wear underwear, what underwear to wear, then why is it different for men? Because if you got mad at this chick for the same reasons women get mad at men for telling them how to shave their armpits or what underwear to wear, the dude would be told you're a faggot and quit mansplaining. And what's the matter? You can't handle this chick's hot. If you wear underwear from this company, you'll get a chick hot like this. Fuck out of here, you two.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna put Sharpie on his eyes yet or not.
You serious?
Looking around, I took the cup into
I'm
No
not
offense
looking
to
at his
culprit
feet.
underwear, but
I'll
that's
throw
how
up.
it is.
the women's room and used my little syringe to inseminate in one of the stalls.
It's one of those turkey-based chickens.
Oh no.
Now, I couldn't let all that valuable stuff leak out of me, especially after a
does.
wonderful man drove all that
Crypto,
way
he
to
watches
Spencer for me in a
these
Burger King
videos before
restroom,
he
and I didn't
streams
even
them.
buy him
He
dinner.
plans out what
That's
he's gonna
great.
say.
Ah,
He watches these at least twice before he streams.
That's horrible.
Fertility books recommend that after a woman
Later,
is
user.
inseminated, she lay back with her hips up on a pillow, allowing gravity to assist. Unfortunately, I had no comfy pillows
Of
available.
age
and
Gotham,
the back seat was full of
Gothic
training
Boglin, just
supplies.
it's the
So
space
she
after the
takes
period.
sperm, inserts
You got to
it
put
in
a
her
space, otherwise it
syringe,
does that.
goes into the back seat of her car and tilts her legs up to let the gravity do its work, getting no pleasure out of the whole situation.
if you know you're going to do that and you know you need to elevate, you clear out your car so you can lay in your back seat and do that.
No
What an
shit,
idiot.
Pop.
With Roy Ann as the driver, I adjusted the passenger seat back as far as it would go, pushing against those supplies. I climbed in back.
So she adjusted the passenger seat back as far as it would go, pushing against the supplies in the back seats. She climbed in backwards with her head hanging over the seat where the legs usually would go and her feet sticking up in the air and waited for nature to do its thing. This is really graphic.
Crypto, there was one
with my
night
head hanging over
he
the seat where the
reacted
legs
to a
usually go,
video
and my
on
feet
stream
sticking up in the air
while
and waiting
uploading
for
the
nature to
video
do
of
its
him
thing.
reacting to that
But-
video.
Hey, butt segments. God damn.
And it was he did the exact same talking points in both videos.
Keep blonde. Yes. Ah.
After years of trying this, it turns out that she had blocked tubes.
After years of trying to get pregnant, she finally finds out she has blocked tubes. This story would be no different for a dude who has been with multiple chicks. Like several girls want to get pregnant with a
Yeah,
dude's
he
kid,
filmed the video
and
of
the
him
dude has
reacting
fucking crap
and
sperm,
then streamed him reacting while
and
the
the chick
video of
just
him
breaks
reacting
up with
was
him
uploaded.
because, oh, he can't get her pregnant. But if it's the other way around, the dude's a pig. If you go to fuck a chick and she can't get
Yes,
pregnant,
absolutely.
and you
of
break
age.
up with her because she can't produce kids, you're an insensitive male pig.
And yes, he just rubs the soap on his clothes.
What? If a chick breaks up with a dude because his sperm is useless and can't get her pregnant, and she breaks up with him, no one gives a shit. But if you're a dude who wants kids and you break up with a chick because her eggs aren't fertile enough and she can't produce you offspring, you're seen as a male pig.
Me too.
I'm not
man.
the asshole for saying it. That's just the goddamn truth.
Actually, I don't. Because then we wouldn't have Cobes. And I wouldn't have met my girlfriend. So,
Shocker.
I'm sure that blocked tubes and all of these complications with her waxworks had nothing to do with all of those wild women weekends.
seeing
with
new
goddess
Cobes makes
chanting
me
that
want to ride
resulted
a
in
bike
2
into
minutes.
traffic.
No, and
so.
that's just it. In defense of this chick who wrote the article, the first thing you think is, oh, maybe her tubes might be blocked. Most women aren't going to think that. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because with women, it could be a million things, YouTube. It could be a million different things. An exaggeration, of course. Yes. Excuse me.
Missed periods and no baby.
Obviously, her penis test is too high.
Gonorrhea. No.
But in the
Speaking of butt segments, now that's
I do,
just-
Mincer.
Oh, good gravy. A little bit of suggestion to say she might have a nice pair of kazangas, a nice pair of yabos, as Courtney would say, yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't have met
But
Obi
Angle
Sean
just
either.
right, so the fucking focus is on that juicy fucking ass of hers. God damn it.
end, it all works out
Fucking butt segments be like.
I wouldn't have started
great because
streaming.
not
though,
only
Eric.
does she have the oppression points for allegedly being a queer woman,
Uh-huh.
she had to adopt not one but 2 stunning and brave children of.
No, fuck this whole oppression points bullshit. Nobody chooses to be oppressed, man. That's just how our society works. It systematically selects the most unpopular of fucks, fuck sickos, and fucking oppresses them.
Also, I wouldn't have been able to meet you, all the awesome people that I talk to every day from here. Exactly.
Color in order to make sure that she got all of the Nuba rings arranged into that Oppression Olympics logo.
Listen, I'll be honest. You know, if I had remained married, I probably would have adopted kids.
Yeah,
Because
Cobes
there's a
is
lot of
drinking.
good kids out there that need a good home.
Unquestionably.
All right.
I'll drink to that, fuck sickos.
So I'm not going to hammer her for that.
And now more than ever, thanks to feminism, you got women hitting this age, like 34, 35 years old, and then they want to.
The problem with feminism is, and I want to come right out and say it, you tell women you can have anything and everything you want, but not how to deal with the consequences when your biological clock is ticking, and what to do then. I mean, you have the attitude that your gender is entitled to everything just because of the genitalia you were assigned at birth.
He'll go until he
Well,
finishes this video.
That's kind of sexist and entitled, but I forget that men are pigs when we do it right.
let nature take its course.
Yeah.
And because they used and abused their downstairs mix-up for so long, it's just not going to happen.
Or they just never used it. Listen, if these women want to have kids beyond 40, you know, you start at like 22,
And then you can have
and have one
every 2 years.
every 4 to 6 years, keep everything primed. You could possibly do that.
Yeah. But because their moms had them when they were like 38, 39, not doing the math in their head that, hey, I'm the youngest of 4, they think they can start at that age and it's all going to be gravy.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
And this is how you wind up moving from Virginia to Chicago, blowing through all of your savings and standing in line outside of a Burger King restaurant with a paper cup in your hand and a shit-eating grin on your face because you literally ate shit.
Where are you in your life when you're begging for sperm at Burger King?
I can't imagine. That's probably why the Burger King mascot's got such a big ass smile on his face.
Pudding probably has multiple accounts of the same name.
What? What flowchart of insanity?
What's that? That's probably
did
what
they
he
have to
does.
go through to
Switches
get to that?
between
Oh my
alts
god!
of the same name and
And
shit.
it just goes to show you how out of touch and completely wrapped up in their own nonsense they are. The fact that a queer feminist will go on to HuffPo and write this article thinking it's going to...
You want to talk all this shit, Blake, but it's different for chicks and dudes. Because men do not give birth to children, YouTube. They simply do not.
I have no clue. I don't know shit
And you
about
have
Terrence
no
Crawford other than
idea
what
what
we
it's
see
like
from
to
Cobra.
be a woman and to experience what your body goes through because you're a woman, you have ovaries, therefore you have female problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had 1/10 of the idea of what women actually went through because that's their gender, they're stuck with it, you would be a bit more sympathetic. But I forgot, if you're sympathetic towards women, you get called a faggot and a simp. Whereas
yeah, me
if
too,
women
bastard.
give you
Absolutely hate
sex
him.
because you're a decent guy and it's consensual, they get slut shamed for it. Right. How the fuck does that work out if men are expecting to get their dick sucked by chicks and chicks are expecting dudes to be nice to them in exchange for possibly
And
some
Summer.
nookie? Then how the fuck does that work out if you
Steph
treat
and
men
Summer.
and women like crap for being nice to each other and giving each other sex? How the fuck does that work out?
rally people to her corner. You know what it's going to do? It's going to provide a reality check to a lot of feminists out there who are going to look at this and say, do I want that to be me in 10 years?
Well, you can only hope
Absolutely, he does, Chris.
that these young ladies today.
A lot of women don't know how to control that. That's just how it is. Like, a woman's biological
Fuck yeah, Richie.
clock
I
is
appreciate that question in
undetermined.
this chat.
You know what I'm saying? And because of that, a lot of women are unsure of how long they have before their vagina can crap out kids and can't crap out kids.
They see these horrible outcomes to these feminists before them, and they could steer clear or change
Oh yeah,
course.
Steph
or
was
something.
definitely his peak.
But in my heart of hearts,
And the reason why these feminists are going off on a limb and saying, you can do this and that, is because women have spent centuries being oppressed by the male sex. Centuries, hundreds, if not thousands of years of being oppressed by women. And you can sit there and go, blah, 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 look at Cobra being a simp. Fuck you. If it were the other way around,
I
it'd
did
be
not
a
hear
different
him say
argument,
that, time
wouldn't
travel.
it, fellas? If men got treated like women for the last several thousands of years, it'd be a different argument.
hearts.
I pray for that. I do.
I hope that happens, but I don't think it is. Misery loves company, bro.
Yeah, and there's so
Mm-hmm. Misery loves company. Amen to that.
afraid of the truth, they will not surround themselves with.
I
So
still
if you're
don't know if I
depressed
believe he
because
cheated on her.
you're a dude or you're a chick and you haven't been laid in a couple of years, and you can't find someone, instead of just sitting there feeling sorry for yourself, fucking fix it. As I've stated in the previous videos, it doesn't matter if you're autistic, straight, gay, lesbian, trans, fat, skinny, bald, head full of hair, high functioning bipolar, high functioning autistic, in a wheelchair, blind. None of that shit matters, dude. You will find somebody, and I believe in you. You have to look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am worthy. Even if you can't look in the mirror because you're blind, you gotta tell yourself, I am worthy. The energy you put out into the universe is what you attract. I'll testify to that. All this
What's
energy
up,
I put
Gutter?
out for the last 10 years of I want to be a famous YouTuber who has his own cult and fucking shreds mean guitar and just does things for the right reasons. I put the energy out and now I have it. People around the world are like, I support King Cobra.
Anyone who disagrees.
Worldwide cult.
We see this on Twitter.
We're worldwide.
Why do you think dudes like us don't have a Twitter
We got
account?
fans from all over.
I just unfriended a whole bunch
We
of
got
people
friends
on
in
Facebook,
Japan,
and then they deleted my account. So
Yeah.
Canada,
fuck.
You know who I really feel bad for in this
probably
situation?
other places that I
Those
don't
kids.
know of.
yeah,
With-
that's gonna be a problem.
No logical compass whatsoever, and we know what not having.
Yeah, that's kind of true, but
UK.
also too far. I mean, yeah, could you imagine being a kid and all, everyone else, you know, it's only a small adjustment, dude. Finding out that you don't know who your daddy is, and your mom just bought some sperm from a sperm bank and used that to get herself pregnant because she hates men. Holy shit. She hates men, but she needs their goop to get the thing she wants.
we got the
That's
fans
got to be
from
a
all over.
conundrum for a lot of these broads.
Having a father in the home does to children.
That compounded with the fact that this woman
It's
from
honestly-
this article is nothing but a serial bad decision maker.
and she's naive to the point of, dare I say, delusion.
I would have to concur.
And there's got to be a female version of Terrence Pop out there that just bitches about all the horrible decisions men make and how the fuck she's been treated by men. That sounds familiar, doesn't it, fellas?
You're naive when you
I get
don't know
told
the
to come to
truth.
Brazil all the
You're
time.
deluded when the truth is slapping you across the face with its meaty rooster, and you persist in the fiction anyway. I pray that we're wrong. I pray that they are fantastic parents and these kids grow up to be just fine.
Yes.
But
So after all that crazy experience, she realized
We'll change the
that
of age counter.
she couldn't
for
get her
next
tubes
stream.
unclogged, so she adopts.
We'll change it out
Like
to
I
like
said
shaking can
at
or
the
something.
beginning
A
of
beer shake
said
counter.
video.
with no logical compass in their life, a mom hell-bent on placing at least a bronze in the oppression Olympics, and the fact that they are children of color being raised in a society where Joe Biden wants to appropriate more taxpayer money to push critical race theory, you're going to wind up with kids who have no logical bones in their body. And
Well, critical race theory is the thing. You know, this is a touchy subject too. White people need to acknowledge they have privilege and that their ancestors were dicks. Black people need to acknowledge that, yes, while they were oppressed in the past, today they have more rights than their ancestors did in slave times. And that's the goddamn truth. Not, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
It's crazy the Saunders bloodline ends right here.
And critical race theory is nothing more than just being like, yeah, suppose this
Not
is a
bloodline
theory kind of
namesake.
thing.
The
And
Saunders name.
white people would not systematically criticize critical race theory if their race was the one oppressed like blacks and everyone else. Or African Americans, if you want to be more PC.
Yeah, you can't call them the blacks anymore, Cobes.
they're going to be surrounded by an echo chamber of people too terrified to tell them they're wrong. These kids.
That's the goddamn truth. I support gender and racial equality, but if we're too afraid
What
to
was it,
tell
like
people,
36,
hey,
I
I
think,
support
last
your
stream?
cause, but you're
30
wrong
something?
on this issue, without being called, and I quote, a racist, a transphobe, etc. Like, if you have a transgendered individual who's also non-binary, coming out and accusing everyone of being transphobic or everyone of being homophobic, racist, and misogynistic, etc. And oh wait, that happened to me. This chick Milo, whoever the fuck that was, made a video saying that everyone who doesn't think like they do is this, and that. I made a video saying, hey, look, you can't just accuse everyone of doing that crap. You want to get mad when people make assumptions about transgenders and non binary folks, but here you are making an assumption of everyone else. Oh my god, that hypocrisy. It smells worse than your undouched cunt.
Are set up for
I don't
failure
remember what it did
from
after the
go.
like
They
4-hour
definitely have,
stream he did the other night. It was
some
like 30
tremendous
something,
odds
high
for
30s.
That, yeah, that's exactly my point. That's why I feel sorry for the younger generation, to be honest with you.
Which
You can do no wrong. Even if you finish in last place, here's a trophy. And it's like,
literally you're literally getting participation trophies every day.
But best
nice butt segments.
of luck to him. That's all we can do.
It can be done. It can be done.
It can be done because you faced a lot of the same shit. You were raised in a single mother home, and
I
you
was
were
brainwashed.
you
by my
were
feminist
blue
mother.
pilled
Yeah.
to the nines.
Yep.
And then you got a nice healthy dose of reality.
I did. It almost cost me my life.
And I'm thankful that I didn't have to go through that kind of shit to get the
Absolutely
same wisdom.
nothing.
And that's why we do this.
Yeah.
Because there's dudes every day suck starting their shotguns.
I was raised in a single father household. And then my dad met my stepmom, and the rest is history. So I was raised by a father who divorced my psycho baby mama, birth mom kind of thing. And yeah, my stepmom, who is very well educated in these things, she got a degree in women's history. And from a child, I was instilled with this doctrine of women's suffrage, men need to check their privilege. And to this day, it still sticks with me. No matter how nasty women get to me, I can remember hearing the things I hear growing up. And it's just like, I can bitch about it, but that's just a reflection of women taking men's crap for the last 200 plus years and being like, we've had enough. Which is also unfair for women, but also for men, because it's like, why should men today who have had no responsibility in the way women been treated the last couple of centuries put up with that? That's like saying that person broke the vase, but the other person didn't. But because that person and that person are the same gender, that person died, so the other person's automatically getting blamed for breaking the vase.
Yeah. Exposing the thinking me to the air.
Yeah, because they don't know the truth.
And they've
Fuck
been lied to,
suicide.
and then their worldview and how they've been programmed, how the world should be in their mind, doesn't match up to reality, and it's causing all kinds of problems.
We made a video about that too, called "The Way It Is and the Way It Should Be."
That's right.
Links in the description.
The way it is and the way it should be.
This is the way.
This is the way. This lifestyle
This
that this woman is leading
Yeah.
only goes to one place:
Mhm.
regret and disappointment.
Yes.
Don't be that person.
If you want to end up like this, keep taking women's studies in college.
Boo!
It's not going.
That's a stereotype. If there were a college for men's studies and people were criticized for being sexist for taking it, it'd be a different argument, wouldn't it?
Going to go well for you. unless you enjoy the idea of somebody sidling up to you in the freaking hallway outside the bathroom at Burger King and giving you a cup of their bazooka juice. And
That's like the worst possible stereotype / circumstance, man.
just giving you a wink and a brow and walking out the door.
I know a lot of guys in the corporate world. They do a lot of hiring. And they look at the resume and they ask for transcripts if the person is like under 25.
Yeah.
And they look on the
How does he
transcripts,
stretch
if
a
they see
7-minute
woman
video
studies
this long?
or any of that socialist bullshit, they do not hire them.
How? How do
It's
you
too
do
much
that?
problems. These people are.
The reason why, if you look at those transcripts, why women who have degrees in women's studies do not get hired for certain jobs is because of the extremist cunts who hate men so much that they can just get away with it. Accuse him of rape or sexual abuse or whatever else and abuse their female privilege
Nah, just let it
while
go.
sitting
T-Rock.
there and bitching because men have privilege. And then fucking that dude gets fired and that whole company gets shut down because the woman said so. That's the
It
kind of
definitely
crap
slows
that
time
ruins
down.
it for a lot of women and for women who choose to do women's studies. Is now you get seen as an extremist feminazi
Double
cunts because you
fist.
want to take those studies. And I'm like, that's bullshit. There are plenty of good women out there who have taken women's studies. So don't let, you know what I'm saying? And this is true for both women and men. Don't let the assholes ruin it for the rest of yous. I don't care if you're black, white, women, man, trans, whatever. The
Cobra Crash
pop
Mods has only
video's
ever
almost
hired
done,
white men,
along with the
so-
liquor. One second.
Yeah, we got 23 sniffs right now. God damn, dude. I could fall asleep sitting here trying to listen to this bullshit. Boggle Chronicles. I do need to. I've thought about seeing if I can just give somebody permission to stream on like the days that I take off. Sure, I'll crush my water bottle that I have. I don't have my normal cup today because I just got a cold water bottle.
Arguably the last beer I'm having for the evening.
Arguably the
Trying to
last
cut
beer.
down on my drinking so I can. Two things. One, it's better for my health, and two, I can have some for tomorrow. Yes. Catching the tail end of this live stream. Terrence Pop. For Burger King, you can't have it your way. Right and roast us.
It's what?
Programmed
Almost 8 for
to
me.
cause nothing but problems.
7:45
Exactly.
p.m.
And the
for me.
human race.
That's kind of true to a point, when modern day feminism has taught Western women to hate men and nothing you do is ever your fault. It's extremely
6 hours left.
toxic and it creates the entitlement that women bitch about when they talk about men. No apologies, that's the truth.
Resources department. Always.
If I'm not succeeding, it's got to be some kind of
Yeah.
discrimination. Therefore, I'm gonna, call.
Oh, I'm probably just far
No
away
one's gonna
from my
argue
mic
with
and
you
talking
that,
kind of
yes.
quiet because I'm fucking tired.
There are women who get discriminated against
Sorry about that.
based off of the fact that they are women. But when you take that and then use it to create a victimhood mentality to where that's
Wrong
your
tube, are you a
excuse
bog
for
wet?
everything, it's because society hates women. Not because you're a shitty person who needs to work on their character, but because it's discrimination against women.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. I
Can't
almost fucking
imagine.
fell asleep at one point, sitting here, like legit, almost fell
those
asleep.
problems and
That's
disrupt
so
the whole
boring
fucking
right now.
works.
I'm gonna file complaints.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what we
gonna try
call
to
the
get people
girl,
fired.
the girl
I'm
viewers
gonna
around
fight
here,
with my
bog
peers,
legs.
and I may or may not
Absolutely
sue the
better
company.
than a juggalo.
That's where it becomes problematic. If you're one of those women that shows up to your office job showing off your titties, and as soon as one guy looks, that's sexual harassment. When you have control over, how much cleavage you show off because it's your boobs, your rights, your body, as they go on about.
I'm not. I'm
Listen,
keeping myself awake. I
people
keep
don't
trying to
read that
drink this
shit,
cold
and they're
water
waking
whenever I
up
feel
to it, and
myself
they're
going.
not-
Yeah, exactly. If like you're so worried about screwing men over instead of doing your fucking job, no wonder why these companies are not going to hire certain females with certain backgrounds.
Yeah, I woke up, went
Yeah,
to
I
work,
wouldn't. I
got
wouldn't
to
either.
eat, and
And
then
I
had
sure
to
as
start
hell
streaming.
wouldn't
Usually, I
give 'em
try
a-
to get like a short nap in between the time I get off work and he starts streaming or I start streaming.
And when an
So I can
entire
be more
company could be
energized.
shut down because of
I
a
didn't get too
woman's
down.
accusation of sexual assaults, it's made women afraid to hire. It's made men afraid to hire women in the workforce. It's the goddamn truth. You can't interact with them. Don't even look at them. When you speak to your female overlords, look down at their feet unless they get offended by that. And if they get offended by that, then say you're sorry. Say you're sorry, you piece of shit. You stare at her feet without her consent.
What? You stare at her feet? Yeah, Timo, that's why I don't know if this goes like
A cup of my DNA.
I might
Oh,
not
no.
stream again tonight.
There's no way I would assist that.
We'll probably go until like 9:30 my
Point
time.
being
If he's
is
done streaming, we'll watch some
women
videos
want
and
to
stuff.
bitch about privilege
But
when
this will probably be the only
systematically
stream today.
sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes women have more privilege than men. And you want to bitch about gender privilege when men have more privilege than you. Oh my God, the hypocrisy. Dude, do you got a douche for that shit? Justin Bieber is busy at the moment, so we can't. Oh God, just kidding. That's
Yeah, I'm thinking that'd be the
he
best
who must
idea
not
tonight.
be named
Then I can get a
calls
fucking good
himself
night's
a
sleep.
fucking metalhead, and I'm just
try to
like,
get my
then you
sleep
would have started your
back kinda
career
caught
as
up
a
a little
metal
bit.
musician. Don't give me that shit.
Or fucking tell me how it is.
Insane people.
You want the collapse of
Honestly, for
Western
your strong again.
civilization? Because that's how you get the collapse of Western civilization.
It's on its way. It's happening.
We're already toppling.
The wobble has begun.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
And with that being said, I think we're done for today. Gentlemen, don't go to Burger King for anything other than a Whopper, and even then you should only do that like once every 6 months, because that shit'll kill you.
That is terrible shit.
Yeah, you know what? I'm alright with Burger King.
Alex, I'm not
Burger
going.
King. I'm not
I fucking
picky
thought
when it
about doing
comes
that
to
before.
fast food,
Man,
but
but the onion rings are good.
Yeah, just saying. Yeah, if you want to put a ring on a woman's finger,
and yeah, you know, Burger King back in the 90s to early 2000s, you were way better. Your Cinnaminis. I worked at Burger King back in the day when they had Cinnaminis. And that shit, oh my god. If Burger King brought back their Cinnaminis with a little cup of icing to go with it,
Yeah, I saw 4 years
y'all
from
would
that
have
worked.
customers out the door. If Burger King wanted a competing edge with McDonald's, they could serve breakfast till about lunchtime and then maybe into like early supper and then offer a couple of new breakfast items, including their Cinnaminis. And then Burger King would literally have a competing edge with McDonald's. But right now, Mickey D's serves breakfast all goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a corporate a corporate decision that was smart. How many motherfuckers are just like they come into a fast food
Yeah,
restaurant?
let me know how good it is.
Okay, they want their breakfast, but oh shit, they were 5 minutes late. Sorry, sir, we no longer serve breakfast items. And it's just like, well, mother, and you're sitting there fucking cussing at yourself about everything. McDonald's went ahead and said, fuck it, we're serving our breakfast items all day. And that's why McDonald's continues to have more money than Burger King when it comes to this issue.
Nah, Jake, I think he's almost done. I think he
If
finishes
Burger
this
King
Terrence
brought
Pot
back
video
their
and ends.
Cinnaminis and served breakfast all day, they would have a competing edge against McDonald's. But what do I know?
I went to a local show a couple weeks ago. And that's it. I haven't been to seen any bands, like big bands.
If Burger King said we're going to serve breakfast all day and we're going to reintroduce our Cinnaminis, Cinnamini lovers, what's up? Yes, they would have a competing edge against McDonald's.
Time travel is just part of like the ska joke. They're skanking, which is like how you dance to ska music.
I'm serious. If Burger King's like, what can we do to compete with McDonald's? I'm just like, well, if you serve breakfast all day and brought back your Cinnamon,
They might be a band. I don't know. I just
created
looked up
a couple of
skanking
new
and picked
breakfast
a GIF.
items. It would be more work for your workers, but you would have a competing edge with McDonald's. I'm just saying. With McDonald's serving their pull-apart donuts all goddamn day, I'm just saying. That bacon donut, quarter pounder,
Bacon
bacon
donut.
double cheeseburger thing that I do is so good. You take a bacon double quarter pounder with extra cheese, extra bacon, plain, no condiments. Then you stack it with French fries, a donut, pull apart donuts piece, some honey, one packet of honey drizzled on top, and then 2 packets of mayonnaise.
I wanted to go see
on
Mayday
that
Parade
top
in
bun,
Microwave
and you squish it
like
together.
like a couple weeks ago.
Oof.
But I didn't end up going because I didn't find out about it until like 2 days before.
I'm just saying, Burger King, McDonald's got their pull-apart donuts, and the only way you're going to compete
Donuts.
with that is if you bring back your Cinnaminis. Because when I can go to the
That'd have been a sick show
McCafe
too,
bakery, be like, I'm hangering for a fucking donut bacon cheeseburger. bacon double quarter pounder donut cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that food hack that I created.
Oh, microwave and
Oh
Mayday
my
Parade.
God, dude,
I wanted to
it's
go for
so
Mayday
good.
Parade, or not for
If
Mayday
you
Parade,
haven't
for
tried
microwave.
that yet,
I've
you
seen
gotta
Mayday
get,
Parade before,
get
but I've
on
never seen
down
microwave.
to that, man. You go to McDonald's, you order a large fry, a bacon double quarter pounder with nothing on it but extra cheese, extra bacon, and patties of beef. Then you order a packet of honey and 2 packets of mayonnaise and the pull apart donuts, and you just assemble it. Plop the top off, slap on a layer of fries, put the pull apart donuts on top of the fries, a drizzle of your packet of honey, and then 2 packets of mayo on top of your top bun to go on top of the extra cheese and the extra bacon beef goodness. Oh
That's
my
what's up
goodness.
now. I saw AFI like
I'm getting excited.
3 years ago
Hold up.
with Circus
Reminiscing
Survive
on
and
badass
Citizen.
food hacks that I've
That
done
was a
for
good
my
show from
YouTube
middle school
channel.
me
Like,
with
yeah.
AFI and Circus Survive, and then Citizen for current me was great.
Finger making an onion ring.
Yeah, he's still caught up on
Probably
those
fat
fucking
to leave.
donuts.
That's
I've done some Burger King food hacks. I took their spicy chicken sandwich and mixed it with a bacon cheeseburger kind of thing.
right. That's actually quite fun.
Until next time, take it easy. Look at it.
Yeah, it was so good. I went in St. Louis, is where I saw it. Fuck it. I did not see From First to Last with Sunny.
Anyways.
I do have Heroin, that CD.
I
got that one.
YouTube. Board up exhumed. Yes. That was quite the video. And,
Were we at the same show, TY?
I'll stay alive for a little bit longer and chug about 2 more beers. Visit with chat while I
It's
do
my
this
favorite album too.
video.
I just couldn't remember if that was exactly the name or not. I was like outside, at the pageant. I was outside like talking to 2 brothers and their mom in line the whole time. 2 more beers. Oh yeah, this is for sure the last stream.
No exhumed. I don't have any money for that. I'm not gonna ask people for money. I'm just not.
That's where I go for shows. I usually go to the Firebird. I've
It's
seen
just
like
time for
Slaves
Cobra to chill
at
out, have
Firebird.
a couple beers.
I went to the Tiger's
what I'm
Jaw
saying?
Dads and Touche Amore show. I've seen Being as an Ocean with like Capsize, 100th Handguns.
I had some food earlier, so I'm not particularly hungry at the moment. I appreciate the help that my fans give me, and I don't ask for it. You know what I'm saying, YouTube.
I'm in Indiana.
But
TY, next time I go to a
yeah.
show, we'll have to like meet up or something. We're at 28. Damn.
I'm
Did
proud
they?
of
I
my
didn't know it
food
closed.
hacks.
I'll have to look up a show and try to go to one
To
sometime.
be honest, like taking a McDonald's bacon double quarter pounder with extra cheese, extra bacon, plain, and slapping on a layer of fries and some pull apart donuts, a packet of honey, and 2 packets of mayo on the top bun. That's just, oh my God, YouTube. Ridiculous. Dude, some of the food hacks I come up with are pretty fucking tasty. And I'm quite proud of my bacon double donut quarter pounder cheeseburger food hack. Because that shit's not only tasty, but other people are seeing it and going, okay, I'll see what the hype's all
That would
about.
be a good show.
They take their first bite, they're just like, oh my god. This is a burger that would do Homer Simpson proud, god damn it. Yeah. If you want to contribute to the channel, buy some merch. I appreciate it. Yeah. The downside, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but the downside to a video response. Like, we've done the video response, let's have some alcohol and like cope with our feelings, at least my feelings personally. You already know how I feel about this. I think the gender wage gap is bullshit, but I also think it's bullshit when women could just screw men out of child support payments.
Did we get a sniff?
And then fucking ruin it for men everywhere else because of that crap. Yeah.
$30. Or is that 31? $32.
Yeah.
Such riveting content. He's frozen. Ground control to Major Tard.
Would you donate a cup of sperm to a lesbian that needed it in Casper? Good
The record is
question,
35.
Exhumed. Yes,
I just looked
I
at the last
would,
thing.
as a matter of fact. Even if I couldn't physically fuck her to enjoy it for myself.
Did he just like
and my
noticeably get drunker
heterosexual
after that too?
needs, or should I say wants, my heterosexual of age wants would be more politically correct. But yes, I would Exhumed if an of age lesbian couple were just like, King Cobra, we're fans of your videos and we're trying to have kids. Could you give us some of your baby gravy so we can produce King Cobra demon spawn? I'd be like, well, as long as you don't charge me for child support and that's your deal, then yes, I'll contribute to it. Because I'm sorry, but if I'm not physically fucking them with actual sex, it's kind of bullshit that they can sit there and charge you with child support when your penis hasn't physically penetrated their fucking of-age pussy. That's just how I feel. And if I'm controversial for it, well then fuck you.
Do we have another of age?
Hey, what's up, Richie Wright? Yes.
Fucking Boggle Chronicles. TY, funny you mentioned that. Knox and I talked about going to Riot Fest together. I'm definitely going to Riot Fest next year.
Should I drink one more beer before ending the stream? Let me see them likes.
Let's see those dislikes. Yeah, let me see them likes, guys. Yeah, dude, I'm definitely going next year. That's what's up, Jingo. Yeah, fuck it. We can all meet up. Anybody there, we can all hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's empty. There was probably like a drop of beer left in there.
Sean Saunders. One of these days I might have to do that because, yes, it's been a while since I've done my ventriloquist bits.
We just did ours last night.
My dummy just sits there chilling out on the Hogwarts crest blanket like.
Obi Sean is better.
Jesse Ryan says one more beer. I'll tell you what, I've been wanting to review Outlaws dips. And I tried to order a can of Outlaws Peach and their Lucky Lipper, and it requires a credit card to order it. So
Did Jesse Ryan say he's not a mod, or did
it.
Jesse Ryan is gay say he's
So
not a
if
mod?
Outlaw sends me fresh cans of his dip to review in my PO box, I'll review it, dude. And give him a good plug because I've tried Outlaw dip and Lucky Lipper is my favorite out of all the ones I've tried. I've only tried Wild Watermelon and Lucky Lipper, but Lucky Lipper is so good. It tastes like you're taking a pinch of Mountain Dew and just stuffing it in there. Yes. Lip candy, baby.
Rum, we talked about trying to get him to do the mouthwash challenge or the Listerine challenge where he has to hold mouthwash in his mouth for like 3 minutes.
Yes. Okay, Jesse Ryan. One more.
That's what I'm saying. We get him to clean his teeth, and he thinks he's trying to beat a challenge.
Look, I haven't tried any of anyone else's, like, out of the Outlaw dips that I've tried. Lucky Lipper is my favorite. Between Wild Watermelon, which is alright if you like watermelon, that's your shtick. You too, Richie. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers, punk rock.
Oh yeah, I don't think he would do it, but it would be hilarious. God, God, I never want to watch that again.
You never stop drinking when you say you will. Yeah, gonna hide user from channel because it's none of your damn business. You only give a shit because I'm someone to look up to. You don't give a shit because you actually care about King Cobra. That's the truth. No shit. I wasn't
Yeah,
planning on
Cobra,
it,
you better
museum.
not do the Listerine challenge.
Yeah, try Killer Vanilla. It's my nice man. Goddamn right, Aussie rules. And fuck suicide. Amen to those last two comments. Dude, if fucking Outlaw sends me some of this Outlaw dip,
Yeah, he's going, Icy
I'll
Bud. He is
do a
going.
review on it, like straight up. No bullshits. I still have the mud jug Jesse Ryan sent me. Still got it. God damn it. And it's like even if you send me like only a couple to try, I'll still review them. You know what I'm saying? But I've been wanting to try that Georgia peach outlaw dip because the freaking Lucky Lipper was so delicious. I'm just like, fuck mass shootings. I agree to
No.
that.
That's what's up, absurd.
Yes, Jesse Ryan says still use mine too, man. Hell yeah, Jesse Ryan. Fuck racism. E-begging for dip. I'm not e-begging for shit. Like,
Of age, yeah, he
if
knows about
Outlaw
us.
can't send
He knows
me
we
a
exist.
couple cans,
I've-
that's cool.
I've technically
Then one of
talked
these
to him.
days, I'll just find a way to, at the very least, get me a can of that peach, Georgia peach Outlaw dip and try me some of that lip candy goodness.
Seattle scored. This was up.
For nicotine free, I've had Outlaw dip. It ain't nicotine free. Let me retract my statement. It's tobacco free. And for tobacco free dip,
Sniff, two
that
sniffs.
shit swings, dude. I'm just saying.
We're one away
For
from tying the record.
tobacco free dip, Outlaw dip kicks ass. And the only reason they're tobacco
Are
free
you a
is because
Seattle fan,
Copenhagen
DJ?
and Skull and all these other fucking asshole dip companies are like, we can't handle you being better than our dip. So, lawsuits. Man, fuck you.
I'm a Giants fan first and a Colts fan since I'm from Indiana second.
It's fucking bullshit. I'm like, dude, Outlaw Dip, even when they didn't have tobacco or did have
We
tobacco,
got the tie.
Outlaw Dip, regardless if it had tobacco or not, was tastier than the chewing tobacco
Fucking drinking.
options they had available.
Huge Manning fan, both of them.
Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not much of a dipper. I'm more of a cigarette smoker / tobacco smoker. I occasionally dip.
Yeah, their nephew.
And as far as chewing
He's apparently, like,
tobacco,
really good.
actual tobacco dip versus Outlaws, I would prefer Outlaws over the competition just
No, he's
because
still
I'm
in high
not
school.
much of a dipper and I don't really
I think he's a high
care.
school junior.
And Outlaws tobacco free dip kicks ass. It sucks they gotta go tobacco free because Big Tobacco can't handle the competition. Fucking whiny pussy ass bitch motherfuckers.
Yeah, he's still young. I
But
don't
I'm
even think
like,
he's
I'm still
committed
gonna
to a college
support
yet.
him regardless.
What's up, Sean? Sniff 36. We did it.
No judgment here.
New
Museum
record.
privilege.
Good. This is gonna be the only stream tonight because of how long he's gone.
How would I feel
And
about
didn't
chilling
get
with
to take a
some
nap
French
today, so
Canadian
this is gonna be
fans? I would be cool with it as long as they were cool, you know? I'm not here to judge museum privilege.
That's what's up, Casper Manis.
I saw that museum privilege. Cool Taste got COVID. A circle of protection for Cool Taste and his family and friends against COVID. So to be. I'm sorry to hear that, to be honest. It really sucks.
Yeah, somebody telling me misspelled a shirt.
Yes, you can use coupon code Sultan for 20% off. But only one coupon code works. You can't use multiple codes. So if you use King Cobra's coupon code, that's cool. If you use the Sultan of Silver's code, that's cool too because you're still buying Grandi soap. And that stuff smells amazing. I love showering with Bond number 1. That's my jam. God damn.
There's no sniff.
What's up, Emerald? Yeah, if you want to watch my YouTube channel and smoke a bowl of some cannabis while you're watching my videos, that's cool
Did she?
too, man. Like, no judgment here. Yes.
Season with 2 S's.
What was Mrs. Green for tactical soap? It doesn't work on her species, dude. Don't be like that. Mrs. Green died of natural causes.
You murdered her.
And when I let her outside to give birth to her kids and die of natural causes, I gave it several days before I retrieved her.
You're predicting
remains
43 Cyrax?
and then immortalized them onto a staff. And that's why the praying mantis staff kicks ass, because I took Mrs. Green, this badass praying mantis,
We get one
and
another
I
sniff?
immortalized her beauty. I immortalized her beauty onto a staff. Like, check this out. This is a praying mantis that flew into King Cobra's apartment and chilled out with him towards the end of her life.
Immortalized. He immortalized her, all right. What he did was not moral.
No, $666 for the staff is going to be expensive.
What's Base
It's-
Shaman
it's
talking
worth
about
every
tonight, Alpha
penny.
T?
How many drinks have I had? No judgment. Like 3 to 4, maybe 5 or 6. I'm not even feeling it. I'm definitely feeling something in the giggle juice
up.
department. I call alcohol giggle juice because it makes you giggle at everything. Unless you're one of those bipolar drunks.
I watch
like,
Base Shaman
you
sometimes.
piece of shit.
Not like a lot, but I tune in sometimes. I don't know if I've ever watched one of his like streams live though. I think I've only ever watched like replays or like videos. Yeah, him doing more Cobes content would be great.
Would you take $400 for the staff? I would, but she's not going to offer it. But someone may want to buy that. The reason
Oh,
why
that
it's
sounds great.
$666, it's enough to pay off my bills, ship the staff, and get some groceries.
I'll have to try to tune
I
into
may
it sometime
eventually go collecting
if I
wands
ever
that
get
are
time to.
cheaper and easier to make. But at least my Etsy staff is up and running. Jesse Ryan says, I love giggle juice. That's exactly what alcohol is. It's giggle juice. You could be fucking depressed about some shit, and then you drink enough alcohol and you stop giving a fuck. That sounds awfully
Like the
similar
text-to-speech,
to weed. Like you be
because he
sitting
got
there bitching
charged back
about
so
some
much that he
shit,
was in
and
the
you
negative
smoke
because he
some
spent the
pot,
money
you're just like,
immediately. And
what the fuck? Why do I
Clint probably
care
told him to
about
stop.
this? This is stupid. And then they just start laughing. Speaking of alcohol, I gotta take a leak. Oof.
We got another sniff. We're one away from 40. Is that a wet spot? I think it... Is that a wet spot? Or is it just the shadow? He's had like 5 beers on stream, I think. Nothing, user. Terrence pops over. He's just drinking more beer and sitting here. We got a wet spot. Dude pissed his chair. Is it always there? Yeah. Show's getting good. He said he was going to end after one more beer 2 beers ago. So... I play Perry clips on here sometimes, Hippo. Fucking love Perry. I like Perry more than I do Cobes. We just need one more sip.
Texas toast, bacon, cheeseburger. Yeah, I've made those. They're pretty good. The actual George
more
Bruno's in chat. That's pretty cool. Oh, her eyes make stars look like they're not shining. Goddamn right, medical field, Aussie rules.
He just spilled that beer.
Spill it myself. 1 second.
Not a lot of them. I watched Perry. I watched all the Chris Chan documentary. I watched Cobes. I used to watch some Amberlynn Reed stuff. And I watch like DSP content and a little bit of Wings. That's about it. Mostly I know like the bigger ones.
Oh, god damn it.
Sniff 40.
Chug for Ozzy. Yes.
We did it.
Definitely.
I haven't watched any Amberlynn Reed stuff since
Chuck
she got her
much as
cancer.
I can.
But I know her and Becky broke up, and I know Becky has a new girlfriend.
Gonna finish this beer and fucking end the stream because I've spoken my piece.
Yeah, I dabble, in like multiple ones, but the ones that I really know a lot about are like Chris Chan.
Museum privilege, just chug, chug, chug.
I think I saw Becky had a new girlfriend. Am I wrong?
You guys are a bad influence. Says the guy who worships Ozzy.
Love each other. Love. Oh, I thought I saw Becky had a new girlfriend. I thought Amber got a new girlfriend and they broke up already. And I thought Becky had somebody new. Or is Becky just living with people again?
Oh, shit. That much left. Most of that is foam.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know what he bought either. I didn't catch the beginning because I was still eating. There's another sniff right there. 2 of them. We might hit 45. Oh, there was another one, 44. You've never heard of Chris Chan, Gutter Puppy? What? Oh, you were talking to Chris. I was so confused. I was like, how have you never heard of him? I saw it. I didn't see Chris's message first, so I was like, what? Yeah, the documentary's really good. Did we get the 45th sniff? Christian fucked his mom.
Yes. Nappy time? Yeah, just about.
45.
It's only 7:30. 8, 9, 10. We're to pass out in the next 3 hours because I'm tired. I'm drunk. And I'm tired of society's bullshit. Women want to sit there and do a
Fuck
bitch
Trump.
fit and blame men for everything while getting pissed
Mine too.
off
Wrong
because
too.
society
I started with
blames
Christianity.
women for everything. I'm just like, give me a
Hippo,
second,
he was just on
because
the
drinking
podcast
myself to
Trash
insanity
Taste with like
makes more
YouTubers like
sense
the
at
Anime
that
Man,
point. Okay, Cobra,
Dom,
if you
like,
want to be a
and
sarcastic
Connor VA.
asshole, that's fine.
He was just on their
That's just
podcast
too
last
mean,
week.
Dude, Jesus, calm down.
I haven't watched it yet, but I know he was. Plus 2 sniffs.
Catch you later.
We ended stream. He got a beer and ended stream. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, chatterbait time for Boglum. All right, that is also, we're gonna play our the animated like we always do to end stream, because this is gonna be the only stream tonight. Since he went and normal stream starts in 30 minutes and he started like 3 hours ago. Later, Flex. So we'll play the Poot song first and then the animated. Thanks to everybody who's leaving now after the stream for hanging out. With the Shawns. Night to everybody who's leaving already.
You know what I'm saying? She said this. What the fuck is that nasty shit? And, dude, I'm like, it's just my dick. She said, hey, Josh, what the fuck's up with your dick thing? You know what I'm saying? And, dude, I'm like, I'm proud of what I got, dude. You want my number? She said, and I quote, I farted. Yeah.
It's a 5 out of 10 right there, Gutter.
Feel a little bit of extra, you know what I'm saying? Bit of that smell, you know what I'm saying? Anyways. You're not even the real. Poot, 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 poot. Get banned. Yeah.
All right. And we hit the animated playlist. That takes fucking 20 minutes.
I seen this cute goth chick walking downtown yesterday. Show did. And as I was walking away, I made the comment. I said, damn, that's a cute goth chick. She had some badass makeup on. And
Yeah, we watched Walnut Grove
literally,
vids.
no sooner did I say that's a cute goth chick, her boyfriend got a little pissed off and he literally said, hey Cobra, she's mine, back off. Sizing her boyfriend up, the guy's a shrimp shit,
Sure
he's got
enough.
no muscle.
So did.
So I was laughing at it and it got me thinking.
Not really laugh.
I'm
Pretty
like,
boring.
as I'm
Just watched
walking
the
away,
Terrence
I'm
Pop
just
video
saying
for
to
the most
myself,
part.
don't be an asshole,
Broke the
Cobra,
new
just
sniff
keep
record though.
walking.
We got up to 47 sniffs.
But on the way down to the bank, I passed a couple who was jogging downtown, and I rode close to that chick
Thanks,
without
man.
hitting her.
See you
just
next time,
close
hopefully in
enough
64.
so she could get a
We
whiff
go every day,
of my
9 p.m.
tactical
Central, unless
soap,
he goes
that
live
God of
earlier.
War pheromone beard oil. And as I was riding away, she's like, holy shit, that dude smells good. Dude next to her is like, and I shouted out, tactical soap, baby.
For my
And that
next
dude
stream, I'll
said,
have
"I
like
am
a
sold."
the record at like the bottom. It'll be like
I'm at
the
post
sniff record,
office, and
so
my
we can
dad
keep
has
track.
to fill out these forms for 2 of the wands, which are going international. I see my dad list my wand.
Yeah, we got more
as
sniffs tonight than the 4-hour
toy
stream.
wands, or a toy wand. I looked at my dad. I'm like, yo, Dad.
I don't want 2 months of
These
YouTube
aren't
TV.
toys, man. These are the real deal. And he looks at me and he goes, that's just how they're shipped, bud. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So the postmaster in front of the computer is just sitting there doing their thing, you know.
It's just
I
how
pull
they're
up my
shipped,
wand,
bud.
and I point it at the postmaster's computer. The postmaster
God, that
was
4-hour stream was
okay,
terrible.
That's weird. The computer keyboard just stopped working. And then I'm like, oops, I'm gonna quit playing with this in public, and then I put it back in my coat pocket. And there were a bunch of people standing in line right behind us going, whoa, dude, this guy knows real magic. Did you all catch Monday Night Football with the
This is the
Atlanta
real
Falcons?
deal.
Did you all catch Monday
Monday
Night
Night
Football
Football
with the Atlanta Falcons versus the New York Giants? That was a close game, but the Atlanta Falcons won by 3 points. I like the Atlanta Falcons. That's my favorite football team. And they kicked ass in that game. I tell you what, it's kind of funny when I'm watching a Falcons game and I hear someone shout,
We'll
"That's
watch it
Gothic
next
King
stream,
Cobra's
Westside.
favorite football team. Fuck mass shootings." And I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah.
He's only a Falcons fan because he doesn't know that the Ravens exist.
Yesterday, you go to the gas station.
Yeah, the Terrence Pop shit's boring.
And
Usually at
sometimes I
Night
talk to
Hippo,
myself when I use
like
that
we'll
shit.
do Cobra content, like throwbacks and stuff until around midnight my time. Then after that, it's fair game with what we watch. We'll like watch other locales or just like old YouTube videos and stuff and just have a good time.
And smacking my knees, just kind of casual, like, you know, just trying to take a shit. And the way this bathroom was set up in this gas station, there is
He
no
would definitely be a
front. It's
Ravens
all
fan
open.
because
It's
of
a
how
whole
much he
gas
loves
station.
Ravens.
You do your business, right? And the motherfuckers in the gas station thought I was masturbating. I'm like, really? Really? Ugh. So I ignore the stupid side comments. I get done doing what I'm doing. I finally squeeze out my shit. And right after I get done pooping, oh, the immense relief. I wash my hands. I dry my hands. There's this cute ass chick with black hair and tattoos standing behind the register just looking at me like,
If he goes live again and I'm awake, we'll watch it.
ugh. I have some money in my pocket.
What's
I
up,
go
Chronicles?
to
I saw you
the
over there
FHM
clowning Josh in his
monsters.
chat all stream.
Right after grabbing my monster, I walk over to the cashier and I buy some cigarellos from Swisher Sweets. Some mango Swisher Sweets. Delicious cigarellos. And this lady's handing me my change like, ugh, like she's she's afraid to touch my hands. Like, what the fuck? And I looked at her. I looked deep into her eyes. Like, really? Really? It was a look like, that's not what you thought it was, honey. And then the look I gave her changed from, that's not what I was doing in there, to, hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you
And
doing?
she went from being grossed out by me to, okay, now she's checking me out. And as I'm walking out of the store, I hear one of the cashiers behind the counter say, he's a rock star.
What's up? What's good?
So I just got back from the Ozzy concert, and that concert was fucking lit. Ozzy and Zach Wade and all them jamming out. So like,
These
I
fucking
get to the
incel
concert
rants are
finally.
getting harder and
As we're
harder.
coming around the bend, I see this white building.
Well,
with
I
this
didn't see
huge
that. I
ass
saw
gorgeous
somebody say
clock
that both
tower,
of
and
you
I'm
were complimentary channels and hope you didn't fight or whatever. They're wrong. You're the better
As soon
channel.
as I started
Chronicles.
riding the escalator to get to the top, to walk to the nearest bar, order a drink, and then go into the concert, I heard someone shout, "Gothic King Cobra! Now it's a party!"
The chat
I'm
snippets and stuff are definitely just
Get into the
automatically
concert.
better.
Go up, and I see the bar is selling Jack Daniels, and I'm like,
Yeah, dude.
I go in there and I buy a double shot of Jack and Coke. Damn near $20. Totally worth it. And we made it just in time for Ozzy's second half of the show. Dude, Zach Wade was killing it on the guitar.
God.
You don't even know. Up
Buzz
on
sounds
stage in
like such a
black and
fun
green
person.
kilt. And then I had this usher who was just being really rude to me. This chick was
I don't go
just
on
like,
Kiwi
"You need to
Farm,
quit
so
standing
I
in the
wouldn't have
aisle.
seen that.
I've already
but-
listened to 2 songs.
From
I'm
what
like,
I've heard
yeah.
about Bite Size
Okay.
before, it
And then
doesn't
she got more
surprise me.
pacey, and she's like, "You need to quit spilling your drink. You're getting ice cubes all over the stairs." And I'm like, dude, when these ushers were looking at me like, this guy is pushing it. I did have a little bit of weed loaded into my tobacco pipe. Took a massive fucking rip. Just went. And you heard Ozzy on stage. He's like, "That goth dude knows how to rock. Come on!" I'm like, "Yeah, dude." And then I had people talking shit about me at the concert. Like, people behind me, they're like, "Oh, he's going bald." But let me tell
Yeah.
you something. Pretty much every chick
All he
I
does
walked
is
by
edits it
said,
down. Doesn't
"Ooh,
really do much
he
else.
smells good." And I'm sitting there in the hotel eating breakfast, about to hit the road. Continental breakfast, of course. This one dude I think he recognized me from my YouTube, because he's like, "Oh, that's Gothic King Cobra." And then he's like, "Dude, I gotta get me some of that soap. Look how chicks are responding to him." But yeah, dude, I had an awesome time at the Ozzy concert, and yeah, dude. it was
Yeah,
cool.
he's definitely hateful for the fact that you're growing so fast.
I was in
and
Walmart one time, and this lady
People
had
enjoy your stuff
3
so
to
much
4
more.
kids with her, one in the car seat and 2 running around her in circles, getting into stuff and being obnoxious. And one of her kids started throwing a huge fit in the store. I minded my own business like a gentleman, and but everyone else around me just stops and stares at her. Like everyone else around me at Walmart was stopping.
Did he
and
just
staring
post a
at her
video?
like,
No. Why did I just
I
get the
literally-
notification for the
legitimately heard her
stream?
say, "Hey, could y'all stop staring?" And then she recognized me, and she's like, "Gothic King Cobra tells it like it is." And I'm like, "Yeah." Just kept on driving the car. Like,
Yeah,
none of my
it is. I
business.
edited down one of my streams the other day for a clip from the
That
story
was at
time
homeboy
that we did.
Scotty's house, and
And
someone
it was my
called
first time
saying
ever
she was
editing,
in
and
the
it took me
hospital.
15
It was the
minutes.
middle of winter. There was snow everywhere, and the only way I could get there was by walking. So I walked all the way.
No, the
from my
rant is
friend's
just the
house
stream. I
to the
just got the
hospital
notification
just
for
to
the
make sure
stream
she
that
was
happened.
okay. I'm walking to the hospital, 10,000 horrible things going through my fucking head. Like, are you kidding
Did you
me?
guys
After
just
all
get the
your
notification
girlfriend,
for it
now
too?
something just happened. What the fuck, man? I get there and it's just a mild thing, and I'm like, First thing I want to say is, "Babe, you had me worried sick. What the fuck?"
That's so
It's
fucking
freezing
weird.
outside.
Casper, just
But
go
I
over and
didn't
type
care.
shit for a minute and come back like
Oh, you should
everybody
have heard the
else.
female nurses when they heard that I walked all the way to see Summer. They were sitting there saying shit like,
Yeah,
"I
it's
wish
great
my
because
other
it also
half
adds
treated me
context, like
that."
somebody else said, to how chat
Chicks get off
feels
on that shit.
about what he's saying, and you get some of the funniest shit from people just making jokes on him
around Casper
that he never sees because he doesn't read them.
There's been times where I just straight up wave my wand at the crosswalk sign,
And as soon as it points at the crosswalk sign, it instantly turns to walk. Walks on across, you know what I'm saying? Which is always convenient for me, of course. And I got stopped by the cops the other day because I had my wand up like that. Just walking, minding my own business, you know. And, like, what are you doing? Just walking around, you know. What's that? It's a wand. What's it used for? Magic. And then one of the cops recognized me from my YouTube channel and was like, "Oh, you're King Cobra, aren't you?" I just smiled. He's like, "Yeah, you are. You should give me a shout out in your next video." And, you know.
Yeah, he did say some awful
goes,
things tonight.
Well, what
We'll probably
magic
check him
for?
out on
I'm
stream
like,
tomorrow.
well, I've been
for sure.
preventing it
We
from
usually
snowing.
do, especially when
The
he
other
has
cop's
nothing
like,
else
"Oh,
new.
I've been wanting to snow."
Like your
I
videos
will
are like
allow
the
it.
first thing we'll watch.
Even though I've been preventing snow for a couple months now, my power's getting that stronger, possibly. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings
Shout out,
using
Chris.
the bathroom, and there were a bunch of others just standing in there rapping, hanging out with friends. I'm all nodding my head to the rap, getting into it, like, you know what I'm saying? The urinal was out of order, which, you know, I didn't mind. Yeah, the stall became available, so I go in there like a mature adult. I lock the door and go to take a piss, and one of them takes a wet paper towel and tries to throw it at me. It went over the stall and into the stall
Not
next
the
to me.
others.
And one of them shouted, "Gothic King Cobra is a racist." And I was like, do I even know these people? What the fuck did I do to you? But then I stopped and thought about it, and I'm like, getting mad is not going to solve anything. It's not going to make the race issue go away. So instead, I made a joke about it. I said, well, I guess I'm white trash. And then I finished taking a piss. I go to wash my hands, and they're just mean mugging me like. And then when I get out of the bathroom and eat 12 of the hottest wings Buffalo Wild Wings had to offer. So I'm like, dude, I got bigger fish to fry. I don't got time for this, you know?
He doesn't got time.
I ran to the CY liquor store, and I was grateful that I had enough money for a Steel Reserve Blue Raz, okay? So as I'm walking out of the liquor store, minding my own business, just talking to myself, I'm like, well, hell yeah, I'm glad I had enough money for one of these, you know? And this cowboy's just standing by the smoker section, like, and you know what he says to me? He says, "That beer's for pussies." I'm like, well, if it's for pussies, well, okay then. So I put the beer between my legs and started dry humping it. Just to be a smartass. I don't judge you for being cowboy, so why the fuck are you gonna judge me for drinking a beer?
Yeah, we would have caught the B-dubs thing on camera, basically.
I got off of work, rode my bike from my job to the bar, locked up my bike, had a beer, unlocked my bike. These two half-drunk chicks come out, right? And one of them's like, "That bike is so cool. I see you riding it around town all the time. Can I ride that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, you know. It's not the first time I've had chicks checking out my bike." So I let the first chick take the bike for a spin around the parking lot. And she's like, "Oh, this is so smooth," going on and on about it, you know. And then she goes up to her friend. She goes, you gotta try riding this. And I held the bike while she got up on it, and she rode it around the parking lot just like her friend did. Right before she gets off the bike, this other chick is like, "I'm too
I
short
love
for
that
this
side
bike. It's rubbing
profile
against my
picture of
clit."
him.
And then she gets off the bike. And I rode away like, oh, dude, I haven't had sex in almost a fucking year. And some cute-ass chicks are wanting
Just
to ride
need
my bike and
Gucci's.
shit. And one of them's talking about how the bike seat's rubbing against her clit because she's too fucking short to ride it. I'm just like, oh, dude. It's definitely a sign of things to come. Yeah.
I miss Bike too.
Just
He
a
was so
little
much
bit
happier with
patience.
Bike.
Just a little bit more patience. On the way to my friend's house, I stopped by
That
Comic
picture with
Con
the
to get a
guitar
pack
shirt
of
is my
Southern
favorite.
Cuts, and cute-ass senorita working behind the counter.
Get real Casper
And
Wood.
Smooth Santa starts playing on the radio. You know the song I'm talking about. Give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. And me being the sexy bad boy singer that I am,
Apparently the
I
inner
couldn't
tube
resist. I
has
started
been
getting into
flat
the
and he
music and
never
singing
fixed
along
it,
with it.
but
Just
I think
pushed
he
the counter
pawned
like
it.
I don't give a fuck. I'm here for a pack of smokes. What's up? What's good? She got a blast of my pheromone soap, a taste of my sexy singing voice, and my don't give a shit attitude. That's all it took. As soon as I walked out the door, she was like, "Damn, that goth dude is sexy. I'd totally date him."
That is true, Icy
Fucking
Bird.
packed my smokes, fucking hopped on my chopper bike and took off. Watch out.
That's what I think too. Alright. It's gonna be it for the stream tonight though. Thank you all for hanging out, having a good time like always. Tomorrow's streams will be back to normal. Like normal time, streaming later. I can't go for a fucking full stream tonight. There's no way. But yeah, normal times tomorrow for sure. We'll go later. It's Friday tomorrow too, so yeah, we'll do another like real late stream like we did last Friday. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Later.